Do the really cheesy level 50 strategy at level 100.
I mean, to be fair, you're gonna rely on cheese, but it being insanely good. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think it'd be
'Cause
fine.
I feel like cheese basically comes with a risk. But if you're over leveled, that risk kind of doesn't exist.
Plus, I figure there also has to be speedrun strats for all those things. Now, I have to imagine we have to just straight up be more geared. So maybe I'm just watching a speedrun of how they handle it. Because I'm sure they have to have some sort of consistent thing that they do. So even if it's as simple as that. Because, I mean, it's a turn-based game. And we'll just have more levels and resources. So...
Yeah, a stat battle with higher stats.
That hit? I was completely behind a wall and a mile away from you.
What? Directly my carnage? That's crazy. I don't know why you stood there.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's see. Heal. Ultimate 50 times. Say thanks. Play 3 games. Win a game. Okay. Didn't the character get lifesteal? I guess Reaper kind of gets lifesteal. Passion has a healing.
True.
Genji has deflect though. And I can probably get my ultimate pretty quick.
Today's a good day for some mayhem.
Test kills without dying and kills with ultimate.
To be fair though, I feel like if we get to level 80, I mean, the stats will have to make a difference. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we could be doing it, you know?
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
I love fighting Ryan every game. It's so much fun. Regrets low. Unfortunately, we don't have a single healer.
Yeah, that was actually kind of crazy.
Team match.
Gotta get that contest time.
Yeah.
Trade subs.
I will be the light that blinds them.
You know what?
I don't want to get shattered.
LMAO. I'm feeling petty.
Oh, my bad, yeah. And now I'm revived, free of charge. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna ult, and then swap because they're playing Ryan, which means I actually can't play the game even a little bit.
Yeah. I get that.
Why am I getting life gripped?
Right? Like it's QP. It's not that serious for the /3.
Mega time!
That almost just caught me.
Why is our life group actually so addicted? I don't even know what I just called them. Life was in it, it's close enough.
Enemy seen. You are a royal pain.
That's up there burning.
Show me what you're made of.
Do
Sorry, you know my overrun, it actually went on cooldown by unstoppable charge. But
Okay.
unfortunately for me, he like, you know, stopped it. My bad.
Yeah.
Coming for you. I am restored.
Helden sterben nicht.
Highly flanked by weak.
Oh, sorry, that actually did nothing to him.
Okay.
Oh.
Need some assistance?
Isn't it funny how, he's also just standing there well burned and I'm hitting headshots and he's taking 0 damage?
Oh.
I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah. I thought I'd get my ultimate and stuff. Unfortunately, we can't touch point because our supports are literally so scared of approaching anything. So it's a little unfortunate, I'd have to say. But I mean, it is what
Did
it
you say
is.
Roadhog or Wrestle was better at Breaking Field?
I didn't say neither.
Maybe I can actually just kind of pierce it, you know?
Yeah.
Are you guys the leftover fighters?
Counter run, but they have more
The
healing.
ones
Let's
that
go.
didn't make the cut?
I mean, I don't know if they looked at the stats, but DPS are actually pretty even.
Okay. This run just gonna kill me. Cool.
Okay.
I'm glad we swapped off Life River, my bad.
Yeah.
You know, the one time you would have been useful.
Yeah, I don't know why we're playing Pocket Junkrat here. Seems a little weird, but
Warriors running away, I think. Ryan's probably going low. No, he's still here.
they're moving.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, my bad. Put up my shield, but it doesn't matter. And we don't have heal ace. Tough.
How did I get hit by that trip?
I continue on this path.
Why'd that freeze me so quickly?
Yeah, what's funny? I'll have to show you. But I deflect the Ana, you know, that's like after you do some damage or whatever.
For fodder.
And then I don't deflect any of it, and I instead get anti and they get healed. So interesting. I don't know how they hit both of us, but didn't activate my deflect. Very, very interesting. And then I happened
They
to
just screwed up their
blade
own, like, body.
and walk into a trap that I saw visibly. Like, this is the distance from where the trap was. Like this little cushion right here. And it snapped
one?
and grabbed me. Yeah.
Interesting.
3. I love you too, honey bun /3.
Yeah. Kind of just really, really bad.
Smiley face.
I am here.
No way. The counterpick? Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but my field's actually up there.
Yeah. How? I'm literally in the sky. So what happened? Did you guys all
Last
just
got killed.
stand still and die on point? For some reason I thought I wasn't the only one alive. Okay, Arjun's about to lose to an orb.
We're like back, right? I'm not sure if he has ult.
Please!
Yeah. I'm swapping Rissa.
Bro! Why? Why am I always the last one remaining?
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
It's actually so tough.
Tay, I knew you were weak.
That's what's up. Life grab's 1. No life grab.
Underestimating me.
Watch here. Heroes never die.
Why does the mercy just stay on you the entire game? Nice. Get up there.
Come on, Cole. Try a little harder.
Look who's on fire again! The beast rages!
Thank you kindly.
Yeah. Of course they couldn't stay on me during my fortifier ult when I'm lost and alive aside from them.
What happened to the Mercy? Oh, the Mercy died to the Junkrat out. Wait, is that, did they just leave and try and fight you? Okay, we need to get back. I have Inoon. We're not gonna touch. We need to touch.
I should be able to touch. Assuming I don't just get like booped.
Touch, Spirit.
Master one. Junkrat's off. Junkrat's literal. Sorry, how is this guy alive?
Got him.
It's crazy how I got Rhine diff, by the way, when they were running Lifeweaver, Rhine, Bastion, Junkrat.
GG.
Wild. And Moira, don't forget about that
GG.
part.
Easy cast swap win. GG. I'm sorry you want better subs. Weak willed and weak minded.
You want another sports? We all died 8 or 9 times. Yes. My bad. I'm sorry. They died
Yep.
half as much and had more
Let's
healing.
play.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why we played Mercy, like just to heal a lot of time. They were actually decent towards the end with keeping me up.
Show me what you're made of.
Okay.
Who's our other healer? Juno / Lifeweaver? Because I think we swapped 2 Juno.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, Druid. I have no idea what our other sport was.
Only one who's hit and it did that little damage. Gotta stop moving around so much in neutral.
I was chasing a Sombra Druid.
Every other tank just feels like a gimmick. Aris is just good.
Yeah. It's kind of like how like Genji feels cool because like it requires like movement, priority targeting, right? They can swap cast and 2-tap anyone.
It's just the hands are not dealt fairly.
Expect to lose.
Yeah. Not to say Genji's
It's not
bad.
like Genji can't do it.
Yeah. The main issue there is just our team wasn't together. Like Genji, I almost feel like he's so like free to play because I just literally choose him. It's like, oh, I can go and just eviscerate them. Unfortunately, fighting like a Moira and a Junkrat and a Rhine kind of suck.
Yeah.
Mostly the Moira, but
I think
just
the
because
funny
you know
part
they're
is
healing and
that-
can't damage.
Point blank against Orion, even with body shots, you're still doing more damage than he is. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is this guy pinging?
Gonna hope they jump up here.
Ash kind of does a lot of damage.
Wins is probably gonna jump me down here. Okay. Cass over
I
there.
can't really do anything about that one, Stan.
You should probably come down here.
Winston's one. I'm down.
Okay.
No dynamite.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna die though. Because we
Yeah.
have literally... Okay. Our BAP's doing crazy. Look at those stats.
Rude. Team. Bap maybe try Mercy.
Maybe defense work here. Dive defense. Let's not touch stagger, and yeah.
Nope.
Is there a way that I can help you?
No. I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna get jumped in here.
Where are you? Why are you? Where? I see you now, but. Where's my damage?
Sterben nicht.
What are you doing? You're dying and
Well, I meant the defense matrix behind me while stopping diving. Unfortunately, this kind of feels like everyone's just able to run forward.
where am I? Anyone? Monkey proceeds to chase down old lady. Meanwhile, crowd watches.
Almost ready.
You will have to try
Enemy
harder
spotted.
than that.
Bob, do something.
What was that window?
Why do they just get to
Dude,
do an
why?
unbelievable amount of damage?
Why not?
Girl. They're like, quick, he's nano approach.
They might be anti.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Totally got him. I don't know what they were exactly
I know
doing in
you
that
go
room.
with that bomb. Hitting enemies with boosters increases duration by 0.5 seconds. That sounds like a great way to get no extra value.
Bap. Bap, please.
This is all.
But never zero.
I'm untouchable. Enemy spotted.
How'd they even get me with that much height?
I'm gonna be up here, dude. And they're Ash up there.
Like, up here, or?
Yeah. They can probably chase if you dive them. I'm here. Okay. I'm gonna back off, I think.
Okay.
Helden sterben nicht.
The Ash is definitely up here.
Match and Cass are both down there. Kinda low. That was a sick immortality. Cass no nade.
He's sleeping. I can't do anything against this stupid bomb. I can heal you. Got him. Okay. I have nano.
I didn't even kill him. He survived on one and then just disappeared.
Winston over there. Third.
Enemy over here. Enemy spotted.
Where's Mercy? Okay.
I tried. They're so dead. Okay, well, our team's injured.
Listen,
Thanks, Jared.
I figured the soldier would kind of have to back off.
That's what a tank does right there. I was waiting for you to go either direction. Instead, you left me to die. Let me get dive, but this one's no problem. Point. Okay, maybe never mind.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just
so-
wasn't important to you. How does it? What is it colliding on? Seriously. So does the bounce just make the grenade worse, by the way? Does it like shrink its hitbox too? Is that what happens?
I wouldn't imagine so.
Because it literally just doesn't work. I don't know.
Helden sterben nicht. Activating self-destruct sequence.
Lucio's low.
I don't know where he is, so I'm targeting soldier. I choose one.
I have nano again. I don't even know if it's worth nanoing you.
Fair.
Okay. Okay. He can't traverse these narrow doorways.
I don't know where I'm at now. I just got back to point. There's Winston just up top. Yeah, he's back down. Okay. That was bad timing. This goes one.
Who'd I just...
I think you hit me. I don't see really any animation though. You might kind of shred that guy.
Okay. You know, is our team doing anything? It kind of seems like we're not contesting point, not killing anyone.
Yeah.
Well,
GG. GG.
not
I'd
surprised.
go so far as to say their Mercy got at least twice as much value as ours.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know why we're playing fair into double hit scan.
Yeah.
They said they better than a Sombra.
LOL.
I think that does speak. They did no damage.
Also, why does our
but no
Mercy have
kills.
2,000 damage?
They were playing bad.
That does make sense actually.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know why they say bad supports, as if I, as Ana, am supposed to be trying to snipe the Pharah, who's completely out of position, when I have to main heal. Okay. I keep forgetting that the flashbang stops me from shooting.
Eyes sharp this time.
That's actually called the lag lag.
Early to kick the bucket.
I just hit the Cassie with a body shot in his roll, and it literally did less than 1 bar. So,
Yeah. Isn't it like straight up 90% damage reduction?
I think it'd have to be more than that.
I mean, even if you do 100 damage, it's 90% damage reduction. It's still only 10 damage. One bar is 25 health.
We had less than a bar.
Actually.
Yeah. I'm just
I
not
think the character that I
exactly
feel like I should be
sure.
good on, but I'm really not.
Been a while.
Kind of like Diva, as we just saw.
Yeah. It was probably one of my better Diva games too.
Unfortunately, so.
You know, I saved Cole's life once.
I think once is
Supposed to
enough.
be thankful for that.
Yeah, I just don't know why they would say bad supports, not being like bad Mercy,
Better get paid after all.
seeing as
Yeah.
I don't like having
the 7 and 7 Mercy with less healing and less damage.
Yeah. Seeing he's got 1,000 more than them and more damage, and our Mercy had 1,000 less.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers in.
Doom may or may not be, but definitely is fully charged.
this will help you. I get the idea. Somebody get me some healing.
What do they have? Energy Ash.
Okay, they're gonna schmoof here.
Yeah.
I need help.
Scaling up. She's gonna blow.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's going over. Never mind. He missed. He's bad.
Thanks.
I'm looking out for switches before I move.
Oh. Said you were looking up for what? Switches?
Yeah, to see if they swapped like Widow or anything. That all collide on the car in front of me. Just what I wanted. That might die. Never mind.
Blade, definitely.
I'm pelting Bob. Bob pelting me.
Enemy here.
Can do that. I don't know how much these stickies actually do.
Engaging enemy combatants. Hello. Gaining altitude. Repositioning.
Meteor strike. Over there.
I can't dash.
Why? My coach gun does nothing, and then they get nano. Okay, revive. Okay, cool. I like how nobody cared about that Doom, by the way. Yeah, I think we lost this point. Unfortunately, Nano Blade.
The bone orchard.
I don't know who we used our Nano on. No one, probably.
Sounds likely.
We can probably still win this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Objective lost.
So I guess I kill myself with my coach gun? Oh, they deflected the shot before they even deflected, and then also deflected the coach gun.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Trying to fight a Genji with lag is impossible.
On his one. And his half. On his half. I can't take this Doom. Is everyone just high ground?
Yeah, kinda.
On his one.
Yep, dead.
Rupert's here.
Incoming.
I'm honestly not sure where. I guess that's probably not the greatest. That's fine. On his one. Genji's one.
Yep.
Easy. They swapped order,
Oh.
looks like. Almost to that directly into the Matrix.
Widow, unlucky.
Use that health back.
30 seconds remaining.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get eviscerated.
How'd that even deflect? I missed him.
Help!
I'll just cut off.
Okay.
GGS /number /3.
I don't like how awkward May's ice wall is. Not to be confused with anyone else's ice wall.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy how both their DPS went negative and they got gapped super hard DPS wise.
I was weird.
Yeah, this is our doom. Imagine if they
hit that punch.
imagine if they would have
If
tried
we know we can.
to stop our doom. You know, like tried to sleep him or something.
I think it's funny how his spread weapon, at that range, he can't hit a single pellet. But no, punch, he has 100% accuracy for full damage. Weird how that works.
I don't think it's so.
It's like if Sojourn's railgun was just a lock-on headshot, did 100% of someone's health. Oh wait.
Hola. Was good.
I love Venture Kill combo. Where would I be without it?
Who knows?
Silver.
Yeah, that's probably true actually.
If I was at all confident my primary fire would work, I would.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, I'm also not confident my primary fire is going to work on this, so.
Why not?
You seem quite attached to your suit.
It keeps my vitals stable. Removing it could be catastrophic.
You should be fine now that you've acclimated to Earth.
I will keep it on, just in case I explode. Winky face!
5,
Winky face!
4, 3,
Winky face!
1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Let's get this done.
완전 좋아! Enhancing your strength. Let's give them their medicine. 어림도 없지. Power barrier activated.
There's a wall behind you.
Thanks, that would have been nice to know.
Low on ammo. Oh, Genji one shot, my bad. I should have played better.
Hunting them down. I'll keep this fire burning. Over here. Come here, Cubby. Game on. Neutralizing projectile. Kills, please. I'm on fire.
You like really being on a mech? What are you doing? I'll be on you. They do so much damage. Why?
Yeah, I mean, expecting my supports to do anything would have been crazy.
Can I even heal you in remake?
I think so.
I'm not giving up.
I knew I shouldn't have went that far for the remake, but
Speeding up. Hostiles on the point. Are they for real? Engaging thrusters. You're carrying. I need help.
some heals would actually be crazy. I'm guessing both our supports died though.
Maybe.
I'm surprised you guys stayed alive after I got downed.
Initiating defense matrix.
He didn't have any perks that,
Orbit.
I mean, I shouldn't be shooting him. Right? Why does Genji move faster than me?
Okay.
My ultimate is ready.
The numbers are kind of lacking, dude.
Don't tilt, Hana. You got this.
Okay.
Nice.
Hazard killed me from that range? How? They are kind of lacking. I mean, I think my accuracy is actually worse than I thought.
Hunting them down. Heroes never die.
Lord Carry is here.
Best round. One.
Yeah, I don't think Juno's for me. Then again, I
Yeah.
basically doubled my stats on that last push. Maybe I'm just playing bad.
0.
To be fair, also Orbit.
To be fair, I think Diva's pretty bad here, seeing as they all counter Diva. But
Let's go Zen.
We know why we're here. Let's get to it.
I'm kind of thinking of swapping the Roadhog, but I don't know if that's exactly the best
It's
play.
harder to keep you alive when you're distracted.
I think I can probably stay Diva. It's just I'm not doing that much damage, but I don't really know how I'm supposed to. When it's a Hazard block, Genji, Moira,
Yeah.
kind of rough.
Keep it together. We'll bring that tag
One
to
dot
objective.
swap. Neutralize the projectile. Initiate defense. Forward barrier activated.
Defend me. Yeah, Genji's super fair. Oh, never mind, these are collected. So it's probably our Genji, instantly killing me with their Genji.
Yeah, their supports are so good.
Okay, I slept the Juno. World. I can't get past. Juno slept. Yeah. That passive regen goes crazy.
Hazard does kind of feel like a crutch all the time, though.
You know,
Feels like
really,
he's
I
just
haven't
really
used my
good.
scope at all. I can change it at half. Okay. Echo can hit through walls. I don't know why.
How'd they do it so
straight through.
instantly?
Adaptive circuits engaged. Engaging.
Can NATO you as soon as this ends, probably. Yeah.
I knew you guys wouldn't heal me, so unfortunately I had to waste my
I almost
ultimate.
had, yeah.
Back in action. Now that's teamwork. Enemy here.
I fell.
I'm trying to body block a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just getting started.
The Mercy kind of went crazy, not gonna lie.
GG. Match. OP tank not enough.
Play of the game.
Yeah.
You love how he doesn't see or hear me and I still die.
That makes sense. I was there again, Dream. I know
Well,
our
it
team
is.
couldn't possibly be doing anything like good at all.
Really things that I can just like kind of do.
I think we can get a team kill depending on who I get.
Fair.
'Cause,
Like if I get tank and you get literally anyone else.
yeah, that would
Or
probably be
you
the
get tank
easiest.
and I get literally anyone else.
I should be fine. Optimally, if we get IQ wall and then I get support, that would be our best bet. But
And then if I get DPS, I just choose a sniper. And if I get tank, I just choose Orisa.
mm-hmm.
And when I get support, frick.
Double support.
That'd actually be so crippling.
Okay. I think we can rock this. I'll probably swap Farah for the other points, but I think this is the one where I'd want to be. This one. Because Village is the one with the enclosed area, which I might also do, but Shrine's the good one in, like, Temple? I don't know what the other one is called.
I'm a little embarrassed of some of the things.
I'm a little teapot.
But I'm doing my best to learn.
Uh-huh.
My heart is strong, and my javelin is sharp.
Changing my pylon's location.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Positioning healing pylon.
And it's not Rhine? I set my sounds way too loud.
Dim as the night.
So we left so we couldn't just get our team killed in there, huh?
Yeah.
How'd that miss?
That's weird. Kind of cycling.
Okay, so my spear doesn't have a hitbox, which is pretty cool. How's this fair missing me? Queen's love.
Okay.
That almost sounded like a team kill happened. I know it didn't because I saw
No.
someone like, oh, but they left.
Unlucky. They don't want it happening, dude. Kind of selfish, honestly.
Not only that, but I heard the team kill sound after the match ended, so I think that's why it didn't count.
You should know that better than anyone.
The thing is, I have a feeling they're gonna play a lot more of a counter here against me.
Almost makes me want to play Ramatra. Pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what'd I miss?
What?
Well, news
They went
support was
pharmacy.
there, even at our spawn, and everyone was, that's actually a great point. They decided we didn't get to play the game, and we didn't get to play the game. Our Queen's half.
I'm distracting the Fair Mercy a good bit.
Securing this objective.
Okay, unfortunately, Mercy just out heals Ramatra. Believe it or not.
Claiming the objective. Assist me.
Why'd that pull me so far?
Yeah. We also slaughtered that fair together. I hit him with a Junkrat orb while you
Yeah.
punched him, so it literally just got eviscerated.
I didn't even like see or hear them until they just exploded.
Yeah.
Strike from above.
We're still playing Lord in this, which I feel like is a bit weird.
Stay near my pylon. Aerial positioning underway.
Attack the objective.
Okay, damage was to cast, by the way.
Setting out the welcome mat. I got the objective.
Time for the reckoning.
Why are they healing so much?
Aerial superiority.
Like that Junker Queen with Zen Mercy just straight up went from 100 health to full health in an instant.
Stay near my pylon. Positioning healing pylon. Face the sunrise. Taking off.
I am on fire.
Surrender to my will.
Team kill.
Let's go!
GGS/3.
They kind of got stomped.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't see the regulars once, but I also got healing, so I mean, at least I'm assuming I did.
Yeah. To be fair, we did have a Lori pylon somewhere, so fair.
Surrender to my will.
I can't wait to
So
get
much
these kind of
about that
games to be
confuses
frogs on our
me.
team.
Fair. Well, because then it'd actually be balanced.
That's actually true. I just feel like it's actually so unfair to put frogs in those games.
Yeah.
Dorado is my favorite
This-
place.
He's ideal.
Yeah, true. I love defensive Dorado.
Why is it defense? I could have sworn I saw attack. Whatever. DPS is all that matters.
True. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
A better world is possible today.
Where are you thinking?
Bird walks into walls.
Shut up. Why were you even looking back at me?
Are you scared? Aren't you wondering? A siege automaton.
Get him!
54.
I'm invincible.
Come to think of it,
Oh, I equipped a new voice line, ready?
You have to wait.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Where are you?
Great.
Good stuff. Still can't really beat, you know, the classic, though.
Attackers incoming.
Sniper.
The payload.
Let's go back to him! What are they gonna do? Stop holding the shield? He's up with us.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy that our supports didn't try to like dive or anything there.
Enemy in sight.
Can't beat me if I keep on trying.
Enemy over here.
I'll dive point in a sec.
I'm just up there.
Where are you thinking?
I need healing.
I'm reloading.
I got booped down. That makes this ability a lot less useful. Someone's on point. Why do they still have so much?
No one can stop me.
Oh.
I wanted you forward. Stay out of my way. My duty is being done.
Jumping around these here.
Use some healing.
Okay, I don't know what our supports are doing. I'm just a little confused why our supports are not trying to heal and get good line of sight.
Little same. I'll just. I'm just over here. I'm gonna jump him. Hanzo and Kiri over here. No TP.
Yeah, I can't get point. Our team just did not want to approach. I tried leaping, it just didn't work.
Thanks, Dr. Ziegler.
Their supports are just better, by the way.
Yeah.
If I had heals like them, why is our team dying right now?
My shift don't work, Rick.
He was low. That was a widow noise. Okay, never never mind, I guess.
Hello there. Genau. Verstanden. Danke. Affirmative. Amelie. Nanoboot is ready to deploy.
Need to stop payload. Nerf this.
Ow. Where is this widow at?
He's on point.
I'm spamming hot.
Echoes are red.
Touching down.
What are you thinking?
Hey,
Is there yet?
Swapped off widow
Hello there.
and reaper.
greetings.
30 seconds remaining.
Look out.
He's gonna go up top here.
Watch here.
Bathing sunlight.
Victory is nearly ours.
Here's one.
Yeah, why are our supports not trying? Why do we just give up point?
That's a great question.
That seems like a really weird thing. It's like, oh, dive the widow, then all the team just left point to attack me, kill me, and my team just stood out of sight.
GG. GG.
Yeah, I think our supports were kind of bad overall.
GG.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just decided that they Widow or Ash need to play. Not Ash. Echo need to play. Not Echo. Ana had to play.
Privor profile twin or washed twin.
Ana had to play literally the furthest back they ever could. Mercy had to just sit there and pocket Ash the entire game. Yeah, pretty much that. And then I'm just forced to die.
OFS. Yeah. //3. The plat player talking to me like that.
That's why I just hate pocket mercies, because like we could have just won so much easier if we just would have played up. But it's like, no, the Ash decides to play back, so both of our supports have to play super far back to where you and me can't play the objective. It just
Yeah.
sucks.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
Ah, unlucky, I guess. My punch, no rigs, which is already cool. I win the punch, and then I get poisoned. I think Venomind's such a stupid ability. Like, actually, though.
I agree.
Try Genji, and then I guess swapping, like, Cassidy or something like that. Oh, wow. They're going Mercy just for me.
I just know they're gonna play Pocket Widow at the top.
Yeah, but I can do it with
Maybe
Widow. I feel like the issue is if you play Doom, that you're just gonna get rolled, and we're not gonna heal as much, especially with Mercy. Where then
Yeah.
you're just gonna die even if you're doing well. Like, so that Winston game was kind of rough, but it wasn't like terrible. It's fun. It's just
Wait,
fighting
please.
Anakiri is annoying because it's just.
I like being near the ocean. It reminds me of where I was born.
Yosh.
Winky face.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Either way, there are blueprints up here, like in Blueprints. Or half.
Anna's in there, in that little room. Yep, they're running.
I'm just gonna like kind of die. How'd that not eat his grenade, by the way? He kind of threw it directly into Matrix. How long does that last? Oh yeah, my bad.
Unlucky. I wish we had like a diva or something that could have eaten all those shots.
I ran forward in Matrix. I'm sure you saw in the kill cam.
I did. I just
No
hate how
residential
my...
for you, Mercy.
Oh wait, Mercy's alive. They didn't die.
No TP.
You've been holding back on me.
The advantage is mine.
Do your thing, Genji.
Go for that.
Here to assist.
On a no nade.
I require healing.
No sleep.
The wind blows in my
Sim. I wonder why they're playing Sim, Druid. What do you think, Druid?
Yeah,
You think
it's weird. I think it's for our Freya, yeah. And our Mercy. Again, didn't need his grenade. Okay, they can just teleport in.
I'm on fire.
No Suzu. Carries one. I'm just gonna die to Sam.
Yeah.
Heroes never die.
Okay. I don't know why I got no healing. I also deflected the high noon directly into him and it didn't work.
I shall take whatever form I must.
This probably isn't the worst switch.
I am restored.
If we're gonna be playing so close and all.
Okay. Seems like they're kind of just playing around us, Jared.
That's weird.
Okay. Yeah, I guess our supports, Jared, they just they can't have it. Oh, I'm getting res for some reason.
Hunting them down.
Okay. Apparently it's impossible to heal though.
Heroes never die. Protect the healer.
Waiting for me to dive so we can do a stupid flashbang.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Why are they getting so much heals up here? Why can the casters just stay alive forever?
Yeah. Well, their Ana's just sitting over in that room healing, and unfortunately the Mercy left me, and nobody's trying to contest their mantra.
Reassembled and ready.
That's me but I'm gonna die if I... Of course. Easy.
Yeah.
Worth.
Play of the game.
How? That guess was killing me.
How did he take no damage from that? Interesting.
Yeah, he gets to kill me.
You got a little flashbang. It fires 2 shots, both of them go into 2 different people.
As much as I honestly wouldn't mind playing more, I think I'm done. So.
Crazy same.
I also deflected some shot to murder one of their people, and that was funny. But, yeah.
That is pretty funny.
I'm always on the clock.
True.
Okay. I'm gonna get this done and chillax. I don't know why it's not even necessarily feeling sick, it really is just feeling tired. And I wanted to do anything. I think I just missed Octopath.
True. After so much engaging gameplay.
It was pretty engaging. You had to be on it. I couldn't do anything else.
My time.
Uh-huh. Nothing.
Why does everyone disappear the moment I get them?
I'm always ready to learn.
Define get them.
Knife.
Oh. So they don't want to get
Riding at me down.
Well, maybe it'll work to our advantage. Anytime I land a knife, the enemy team's gonna leave.
Mm-hmm. Could in theory do this in one game, but we'll see.
I can get this in one game if I get 25,000 damage and 15,000 healing.
Some bloodshed.
And win.
How is that not connected to that stupid basketball? Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
I think I see all missing shots. It's hitting someone directly and then missing.
Mm.
Not so fast.
Bear is creeping.
I don't like it here. I'm just back here.
I'm not really even doing anything. I think my Alori might just not work.
That's fair.
That's how it's done.
Who's our other healer, by the way?
Shmoira. Their doom's actually kind of low. Yeah, they're like all out there. I can't really get to you.
Well, how'd they even get angles there?
Okay, okay, okay. That was a bad ult by me, but doesn't matter.
You tried.
I body blocked
Doesn't
him.
like Junkman actually does that much damage.
They can. For good.
Mm.
No, I should have gotten my 1,500 healing without dying.
You're only my responsibility if you're close enough to me.
Kind of thinking, I don't know what I want to do here. It's gonna be kind of annoying fighting them. I try the Juno.
As much as I want to be able to fly.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Drunk Queen's not gonna work here.
To be fair, I think it's mostly because our DPS haven't really done anything to fight back yet.
Fair. Okay.
I'll just take the objective. We must accelerate it.
Okay, never mind. Doom's full health. He only got dragged from my big pen and hook shot. Why is this guy not dying?
Juno does a lot of healing.
Yeah. So are my shots just not going through? Also, why are they able to do so much damage? It's just my shot goes through, and then it gets life gripped and instant full health.
That'll be.
Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really just kind of a DPS issue.
Yeah. I mean, we're playing double hit kit against Farah, or at least we were. It also helps that the Doom gets to do whatever they want, because out of my hook they can just Suzu or like life grip.
Yeah, and they're also playing stupid Sombra, Farah, and then like you said, Kiri and Doom. So it's like, who am I supposed to play as a support that I'm not
Really,
gonna
there's a
get
lot of
dunked
stuff
on?
DPS can fight, personally, is what I believe.
Yeah. I might try on a bit. I think it's really our only hope.
Of course. We almost just let him get away.
There's one up there.
Securing the objective.
Behind.
I am securing the point.
Bro, come on. I don't know why nobody's shooting. Like, I get to die just because the Sombra gets to walk me and kill me. Because I don't get any heals and nobody's trying to kill anyone. I'm probably gonna die just coming back.
They're on the point. Send them packing.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I might just be lagging really, really hardcore. Because it kind of seems as if my healing's delayed and laggy, and also my shots won't connect.
Yeah, my shots are also being a bit laggy.
That life grip was actually nasty. Dirt. I'm dead. Yeah. Both their DPS flanked to kill me, and everyone else just ran behind walls, so I couldn't nano to save myself. I wish I could just play flank soldier and what's it? Kill whoever I wanted, because yeah. Well, our entire team died. Well. I don't know why our team separated so much when we didn't even win the team fight. Sombra's somewhere. I heard them both. Good point. Yeah, I'm dead. Good thing our life river suddenly magically came alive. Okay. Yeah, you die here.
Oh, my thing was off cooldown, but it just barely wasn't.
Yeah, I had to jump off stage.
See, now our Tracer having 8 kills and 2,000 damage, that's, you know, kind of acceptable compared to, like, you know, last round stats. However, our Pharah having 2 kills and 2,000 damage is not as impressive.
Yeah. Like I said, they just played the
I'm more
counter.
fabulous than you.
Hmm.
XDD.
It's probably when they just, like, went in and, like, just didn't die because they have, Life Grip and, Suzu.
I'm living for this.
Yeah. I 100% blame our DPS. They had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah.
And the worst part was that just made me and the Life Weaver have to deal with double DPS. Well, you have to deal with the tank and both supports. So,
Yeah, that does in fact sound about right.
just kind of impossible. And they are just sitting there like buffoons. I don't know why they just wanted to run forward and die and split off every 1 second instead of play with the team. Cool. The moment I get to close distance, I have a chance.
Yeah.
But hey, now you'll have a DPS. You just won't have any supports.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty fair trade. It's always tough if I want to go Genji or Junkrat in these situations. Honestly, I feel like if we had both, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I can just hold the line, blitz tank, and throw some random curveballs, and the Genji can just dive. But see, I'm worried that with playing Junkrat, that they're just going to keep their distance, I'm not going to find value, and everyone's going to die. They're going to go in weird off angles. But if I play Genji,
I'm learning LWBTW.
then it's just going to be... They do so much raw damage, and they're all grouped up, and I can't do anything.
Thank you for
Besides,
y'all's patience in advance.
they're into flag.
Team. Who said we were patient? You go, girl.
I don't know, I'd have to be in caps. Okay. Well, it seems like their Junkrat kind of just has more healing.
Fair. No anti.
Up top, Sansa.
No sleep. No trap. Is the Ryan just up there? That really hits me.
I have to retreat.
Objective lost. Fall back to objective. Objective unlocks 10 seconds.
Okay, I'm asleep. Oh, there's no builds though. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of unlucky that I guess I was the last one alive.
Objective lost.
I don't think I need the life crypt back. But here we are. I don't see this Hanzo's not getting hit.
Objective unlocks 10 seconds.
Okay. Where is no fade? I don't think they went out. Yeah, where it looks like they're over here.
Objective captured. Advance to objective B.
I meant to cancel that at literally any point, but here we are.
Objective unlocks 10 seconds.
For the Crusaders!
Okay, well, you're probably dead there.
Oh, did you know Ryan straight up one-shots Mabel?
How are you?
Objective lost.
Could have sworn you placed a trap behind you, but I guess not. Anna's in the middle. Go sleep. I can't really chase Anna.
You should die. He's going under or trying to go under? Han's inside her.
Okay.
Okay. I like how they could just walk up on us. Yeah, they're gonna get this claim.
No sleep. I'm just gonna get pinned though.
Okay, that was a great tie by me. Hanzo's still up top. Actually, he might
He
be
just
moving.
left. Use leap. Aircraft going side.
Which side?
Left. I have shadow, but so does he.
GG.
Easy.
Match. GG. 8 and 8 jump backslash 3. WP y'all.
Don't gotta do him like that.
Yeah.
Bro, you were 6 and 3 LOL. Don't say nothing. Wow, this
Bro.
guy reads.
Why am I getting dogged on? Like I was actually just straight up insulting that guy.
Because you were. Obviously.
They're over here going 8 and 8 on Junkrat because they don't know how to back off. And we had less heals by far.
Well, well. Just me and you.
Just
Why is his
me.
health pack missing?
I picked it up.
I'm pretty sure I just endorsed 3 people, but that's really not important.
To be fair, that would have been more fun if I wasn't fighting a Rhine and a Hanzo. Yeah, most of that.
Yeah. I've probably taken out like 50 ants today.
It's crazy.
Who to play, who to play.
Also, did they just nerf Juno in general, like, really hard?
I don't know, that healing seems incredibly low for Juno.
Yeah. It
Almost
seems
like
like
the fall off his literal shotgun.
each burst did maybe 40 healing.
Yeah.
It's like 40 healing a second. That's if I have all of them on you. That seems crazy low.
Many have tried to destroy this city, but Numbani will always hold strong.
Well, we'll see. To be fair, I think Juno was really good, but if you nerf her healing by like half, you know, turns out they're going to be unplayable.
Yeah.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Let's keep each other safe. Let's give them their
Flank, Tracer.
Yeah, like down. Ball. Where is this guy? Not half. Not half.
injury detected. That was very close.
Was that a illness?
Watch here. I'm hit. My ultimate is charged.
Who's just half? Why do we decide to boot bowl after
Heck.
pile drive? Where's one? But so am I. I need to back off.
Hands ahead. Need some assistance.
If you back off, I can heal.
Ball's low.
Yeah, I was getting chased by bullet spawn. That's why you didn't have to deal with them.
What happened to that guy?
I'm a little deep there.
Yeah, they can't kill me though.
No! Yeah, I think our team's just not shooting enough.
To go back out there.
Because it kind of seems like...
Let's get them off the payload.
Way ahead of you, Lena.
That's F. Here's no recall.
Balls
We love when
behind,
people
chasing
only
our
abuse
friend.
high ground. Huh?
But balls behind.
I have ult 5 peaks.
Ball's dead. Mercy killed him. Stay alive. We're gonna come in for healing.
What a shame. Major pack.
Of course, it puts him on cooldown.
Where did mine get up all the way over here?
Here's his low.
My ultimate is charged.
Yeah. You know, it just kind of seems like the enemy team's a lot more coordinated than ours.
Yeah.
I don't forget a favor.
More is left.
Where'd that just go? Okay, unlucky. Oh, I guess they placed a window in front of Bob.
Correct.
So I guess it was just you and me on cart pushing, or stopping them, with my ult doing damage and then
Yeah.
them, but...
The thing is, I want to play Roadhog for ball. Diva probably wouldn't be the worst option.
They're just stalling so much. Tracer was literal one.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything though. Good people are over here.
At your service.
Yeah.
How does that immortality up
I
there
also gotta have to
affect
go
them?
cart.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah.
To be fair, I only saw our ults. I think I saw an EMP actually. But I saw every one of their ults several times.
Yeah.
Play of the game.
Not much you can do when our team kind of just doesn't fight back. Like, yeah, what did our Freya do there besides die? Literally did no damage to a single person on their team.
Yeah.
That's just tough. It just sucks. Like I said, it's like, what am I supposed to do when all I can do is healing, but every game they just play things to kill the supports? Like, oh, you know, I think Tracer Ball and then Ashe is going to be just really possible to fight, yeah. It's like, literally, there's nothing I can do in support. Like, to be fair, I only died 4 times. But still, it just kind of sucks that I can't do anything.
If
I
they
can't
make
say
any deal.
yeah. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. I really don't.
Prepare for battle.
Well, I hate fighting things like Tracer on support. To be fair, I feel like our other supports have been bad every single time. Like our Mercy that game was just flying around for no reason. Just to fly around. And then they died because of it. And then our life over both games.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess first game wasn't as bad. To be fair though, unless one of us had been DPS, aka me, since you've been playing in DPS, they've been completely worthless.
Yeah.
Kind of tough. Like I said, the junk game, it wasn't great. It's not like I did bad or anything, but that sucked just because I wasn't really given any opportunity because of just the enemies. That's how a lot of these games feel. It just kind of sucks that they can just play around killing me because they know I'm the one keeping you alive and the DPS alive and doing damage, so. So dead. Okay. Okay. Okay, thanks, team. Dara just is chilling up there with one of our supports. Yeah, these supports might be the worst supports we've had, Druid. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Anyone notice they took our lead?
Fair.
Our Ana waited to try and shoot me until there was a shield in front of him. So. Oh, man. Is that our other support? Yeah, Moira's just playing a different game.
Over there. Spotted an enemy.
I see a hostile.
We need to put a stop to their push.
Yeah, I don't think we have a team, dude.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling the heat. Reap the rewards you came for. Move along.
Here, there, Cass? I think he's like flying. To the left, maybe?
Or maybe.
Unless I'm just.
I feel like I hear someone.
Yeah, no, he's over here. Okay. That was a headshot.
There's a test subject.
Just
I threw my hinder too, and I think it just broke. And then I rolled, but I'm guessing because of the. Yeah, I guess I was locked out of it.
Hostile.
Wow, they have nano already.
We are also using it now.
I'm hotter than a furnace. Barrels are smoking.
Don't worry, I'm handling everything, dude.
Of course.
Claiming the robot.
I'll kill the Lucio. To be fair, 1 HP. And then the Ramatra will just chase me.
Barricade.
Maybe just all footsteps are loud.
The lead is almost ours. Push through.
He has high noon, by the way. There's no way he doesn't. Okay.
Okay, that still kills.
Yeah. I mean, what are you supposed to do when they mix ults when our team stands there? I don't know how no one else didn't hear or try and fight the Reaper. It was just me. But... yeah, I'm hearing the robot even. Like, it's super close.
Yeah.
Okay, I got put to sleep. I didn't even know they had Nana.
Oh. Mine still worked out.
Yeah. It's weird how our team thinks having high noon that they're the ones who have to run and hide instead of go offensive while they're all creepy behind things. Okay. Well, the Reaper's dead, but the Lucius alive. And you're for some reason alone on point.
Took the robot. Don't let it move a single step.
That was effective.
Robots with us now.
Yeah.
Push it.
Our Torb dies because our Moira's busy offensing, I'm guessing? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Reaper should be back, so watch out.
Enemy in my sight. An inevitable occurrence.
Okay, guess I'm antied.
No nade.
Okay.
They took the robot.
Okay, well. I guess our team just dies before the fight even starts. It's great. So wait, it's always you and me, the last ones remaining.
It is a little
Always.
strange.
Okay, well. They're probably gonna flank Reaper here. Try and touch point if we can.
Super and Cass are both here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna die because no heals. Okay. Yep. Well.
Okay.
That Reaper got nanoed. So. Yeah. I really, really wish our team would care a little bit. There's Reaper. Oh, poor baby Reaper didn't get his nano, so he got to die. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
That is kind of tragic.
Fredo can't do anything with his little pockets.
But using Armora, by the way.
Yeah, they're all bunched up in there.
Keep a lookout.
Fire at will.
Stay point. They're gonna leave. Our team's gonna leave. Our team's gonna leave. Stay point, stay point.
There's one no Ray.
I cleaned them up. Their Ram's gonna be back first. Or their Lucio and Ram. I'm gonna catch there.
Someone's up here.
Reaper ult, I think. Okay, no.
GGW.
Okay.
GG.
Okay. Let's see my play. Better be me.
A JV rocks?
As in butt crack. Healers. Thank you all for playing.
What does this girl say? You should really give yourself some accuracy. You've only hit flashbangs and punches.
I don't know, I didn't hit the Reaper when he was standing in my car.
You shot through one to miss the other two. Interesting. Twice, I'm pretty sure.
That was a crazy play, though. I killed 4 in it.
Yeah, you kind of did. Interesting.
Yeah, and right before that, I killed their Lucio with High Noon. So I was killing the Lucio with High Noon. Almost dying. And then fending the hammer to finish that guy off. And then instantly 2-tapping the Ana. And then rolling in and do that. So I think I just got to cast 5k. No joke.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. Pretty easy, too. To be fair, I felt like our supports really sucked, but then magically against in that one moment, once I got nano, they kept me alive like it was actual magic, Jared. I felt like this is what the enemies must go through. Like I'll even show it because it was insane clip, by the way. Just everything about it. You probably will have to come in here.
Yeah. My highlight was winning a push. That's it.
That's crazy. I thought it was gonna be losing a push. Since it's you. Ready to see this? It's like the last 2 minutes. Fine, I know. Not a hedge on the second one though.
Yeah.
Miss. I know, it's pretty crazy. I don't like this headset as much though for Overwatch. It muffles my normal hearing and I feel like it just makes, it's like surround sound. Instead of like, yeah. I realized nobody was pushing at all. This is where things get bad and then they somehow work out. I was ready to win that fight. That's when I was scared they were gonna leave. This is where I almost died. This is where everything goes down, dude. Don't worry, I'm gonna get close to dying again. Oh! Ramacho does 10 damage a punch.
I think he just missed you.
Trigger fingers still itching.
But yeah, I figured my bow would keep it alive for long enough to kind of force out some Ramacho abilities, not dead. But then they just kind of kept you alive and it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how that Ramacho was actually doing 10 damage a punch. And not like anything.
Isn't it act like 85?
Something like that. That misses, by the way. That hits though. Not a headshot, of course. Also misses. That's where I thought he was teleporting in. Yeah, so it actually was a 5K. With killing the Lucio, then the Ramantra, then the Ana, then the Reaper, and then the Cass. To be fair, they weren't solo kills, but they were final blows, and that's important, dude. And it required bubbles, and both the supports keep me alive.
And it wasn't live. You're gonna have to send me that so I can post it as a clip.
To be fair, I find it crazy that all it takes is, you know, the team helping me.
Yeah.
It's almost like what the abilities
You
are
got,
used
like,
for.
bubbled and amp doing crazy.
Yeah. It's weird. Me getting a 5K on Cassidy.
It's almost like we need a DPS, a tank, and a support.
I know. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed in some of these other games. Not really my performance, but mostly just how they went. Like, I wasn't having fun in, like, a lot of them. Like, this one was pretty bad, but that's mostly because they just played 2 stupid DPS.
Yeah.
And our DPS were stupid. So, that was kind of just rough. But again, like, we even had more healing overall, and it wasn't, like, bad. Like, support-wise, we did pretty good. We had more healing and more damage, I think, in totality. Yeah. But our DPS got gapped really, really hard. Like, really hard. I guess our Cass was doing pretty good. I would consider those pretty good.
Rutherford's on the other hand.
Yeah, no, absolute dog water. And then you were kind of getting gapped, too. But I think that's more on the fact that... you suck. Really.
I was countering them too.
This one, we won the Throne of Anubis? I forgot about that. But it's like, here, there wasn't really much I could do, because again, it's like, how am I building up damage on any of these people?
Yeah.
I'm surprised their Junkrat got more damage, even though it was only like, what, 500 more? Still crazy. The Mei had the most damage out of any of the DPS, though. And I'm pretty sure they played the whole game as Mei. I think. But, yeah, because they definitely had Blizzard. Our supports were definitely kind of...
I feel like our life wasn't just that focused on healing, you know?
I just felt the Lifeweaver and the Zen were just bad picks. Again, bad picks, not really bad characters. Like, say the Zen wasn't doing too bad with, like, you know, the 5,000 damage, 7,000 healing. But again, it's like, if they would have been destroying shield or trying to snipe the Hanzo or killing the other stuff, but it kind of felt like they weren't doing any of that.
Yeah.
And then Lifeweaver was just kind of useless overall. But they said they were practicing, so it makes sense. I just think it was kind of a bad pick, because again, that's no main healer. Which is obviously rough for you, but also, it's just, the Zen can only put a Harmony Orb on someone, and then the Lifeweaver is probably just spending all of his time trying to keep you up, but it's just less heals.
Yeah.
So, it's overall just bad. But yeah, I'm surprised I was able to even do that. The kills and the damage just seem a little low, because I don't know how we win with me only getting 6 kills and you only getting 8 kills, because it's not like our team was getting a ton of kills.
Yeah.
Like, we claimed 5 points and lost 4.
Remember, was looking at 8 solo kills and 6 solo kills.
Oh, I'm just saying, in 7 minutes, and again, it was 5-4. Me having 6 kills and you having 8 kills? Yeah. That's, like, insane. Because, again, even our highest on our team was Zen with 14. And I would imagine...
Yeah, again, on that capture point, our class had, like, 22. That's just 1 DPS.
Yeah. So I just find that kind of crazy that we were able to win. Honestly, the kills across the board were really low.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe it was just a low kill game, or it's like one... To be fair, I guess one push did kind of win the fights. But it's like a lot of people didn't even die, say, 4 or 5 times. So, it just seems weird. But, I don't know. It's very hard to tell a lot of the time in Overwatch, like, based on stats, who's doing good and bad. Because, like, I wouldn't consider that I did great that round. But it's like their Junkrat kind of was not doing much at all.
Yeah.
But it's like he also did get 2 more kills, and if he was getting kills, that could be just more important. And he did have a little bit more damage, just he died more than twice as much as me, which I felt like was more impactful. But again, it's kind of hard to tell, and also just matchups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, it's weird. Because, like, definitely I would 100% say for DPS, it's not just about damage and kills, and for sports, it's not just about healing and deaths. You know? And it's like also with tanks, it's like it's not just about mitigated, or it's not just about kills and deaths. It's like there's so many factors, so it's just annoying. Because like either side could have won this, and it wouldn't have really been like, oh, team gap. But it's like some things are like weird to point out, like more so the fact that they did have more healing, but we were able to win, and that their Junkrat died 8 times, but like still had more damage and more kills than me. But it's like I don't know, it's very hard to tell. Like in any of the situations, I would not say anyone here played well, like
Yeah.
good. Like the Zen stats are pretty good, but I don't think it's because Zen was the best person on our team by far or anything like that. Like that just means kept orb up on someone, probably tank, and then was just shooting and just happened to get kills. That's one thing that does suck about DPS a lot of times. It feels like you kind of just have to play good DPS to get kills. Like say, Junkrat isn't, I wouldn't say hit or miss. It's just the stats are hit or miss. Because you can play Junkrat and easily get like 10,000 damage, like the most kills in the game. But also you can have games like this where you're doing a lot and holding off points and like doing not a lot of damage, but important damage that forces certain people back. Like, oh, I hit Hanzo once, now he has to back off. So it's like stuff like that, but it's just, it's weird because the stats don't look very good at all. Like I wouldn't say I stood out on that team, but I also wouldn't say you stood out on that team or that Armee or anything. So that's what's hard about stats. But also, unfortunately, stats are really all you can go off of.
Yeah.
Because, like, I would say our support seemed pretty bad on this one again. It was just, at that one part, it felt like they were completely popping off. Like, they kept me alive so much, it's like they just suddenly were wasting all their potential until that very last point, and then they decided to pop off and keep me alive.
Yeah.
So, it's just tough. But again, also, it just is a team-based game and a momentum-based game in a lot of senses. So it's like, 5 of my 16 kills I got all in, like, the last minute of the game. To be fair, it was only, like, 7 minutes. But still, it's like, that's just crazy. That's what I find annoying about it, is 'cause it's really hard to tell who's playing good or bad. It just, you know, when you're seeing certain things like, this game. This one wasn't as bad. Again, though, it's like, how does our Tracer go 18-3 with less than 4,000? I know, because I get to 1 HP, I don't get heals, and I die. But it's like our Mercy died most on team besides our Freya. And it's like, to me, when I'm seeing all these stats, I'm seeing our Mercy and Freya died so much for no reason. And that also, if a Tracer is able to get, like, the most kills and, like, not, like, many deaths at all with that little damage, that means that everyone's just 1 HP. So I immediately think supports. But we also doubled their healing by a lot.
Doubled their healing by a lot.
Yeah. And then it's like you obviously went 4-4 compared to 17-2. But also, we weren't getting a lot of kills across the board. And you also had a lot more damage, and more mitigated, and more healing. So it's like, it's kind of hard to tell, because again, if you were doing the exact same things you were doing, but our DPS were doing more damage and stuff, you would have died less, and you would have gotten more kills.
Yeah.
So,
Like, say, for
it's
example,
tough.
if we were just able to, like, flashbang Bull, and we just had 2 burst DPS, just Bull dies, so his stats are worse, and my stats are better.
To be fair, good examples, even things like Moira, or even, honestly, me on Juno. Or really the Mercy just looks like they did pretty bad, because they didn't have that much healing, and they had no damage. But it's like, the rest of us, it's like we're doing really good damage, and really good healing, and all that. Just the difference is, this person happened to get kills, because of the, again, the DPS and the tank being able to follow up, and they just get all the assists. It's like same with BAP, kind of the same thing. Like, I don't know if really any of them got solo kills. I'm pretty sure I pretty much only died to Tracer, doing random chip damage at the end. But it's just, it's wild. And like I said, I also don't think the Mercy was necessarily bad. I think they were just playing really weird, especially on first point, because they were just flying around for no reason, just back and forth between everyone. It's like everyone was full health. It's like, obviously there's an Ashe, but it's like, why are we not trying to just like camp corners and pocket one of the DPS to pop off? It just seemed like a really weird decision for them to be doing that. But, I don't know. It just wasn't very fun playing, really any of these games. Runasapi was okay towards the end, but it's just like, again, fighting Reaper, and he can just kill me so much faster. And again, like, I don't know if it's the headset or what, just I can't hear any of Reaper's footsteps, like, at all. It's like they literally come out of nowhere. So, I genuinely do think that is a new headset issue, though. Is like not being able to hear nearly as well, because I can hear the bot and some of the people from like literally miles away, but I can't hear like close up. Yeah. It's just weird, because again, I thought that Cassie was definitely like near us. You even said you were hearing someone near us, but no one was. Everyone was all the way on point and stuff. It's like, maybe it's also just a Overwatch audio issue. It's also possible, but I don't know. It's like their Reaper, I think, was by far their best player, and they don't even have like crazy stats to show for it. Like, they died, like, a high amount. They didn't even get most kills and didn't get most damage. But their Cassidy, I feel like, wasn't even playing the game. And their Cassidy sucked. Still got more damage than me though. Again though, it's like, I do wonder how they're getting damage. It's like they're fighting Zarya. Where are they getting the uptime on the damage there?
Yeah.
I guess to be fair, I could have targeted Ramattra more, and also Ramattra has a shield, and Ramattra has his block. Because to be fair, the Ramattra did have 10,000 mitigated, but I assume a lot of that was more you doing damage to him than me. Or our Torbjorn, so. I don't know. It's just overall very annoying. I had healing? Didn't I only play cast?
Guess not.
I'm pretty sure.
Check first of all. Oh yeah, you can pass the heal Jedi.
Oh, that
I was
makes
trying to think,
sense.
'cause I know you don't have the roll thing in this.
Like roll regen thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. In my Deadeye though, I healed 190. That's not,
Crazy.
it's not like terrible, but it's definitely not good at all.
To be fair, it's not about overall healing. I mean, considering what, 2, maybe 3 Jedi's, 190 extra health is a bad.
Mm-hmm. It's not like crazy though.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it was just like Mercies where I just gain 100 over health when I use it.
I mean, that would just be kind of insane. I think you should actually gain a bubble just for free.
Yeah, I think I should put a little shield in front of me.
I think a lot of characters have shields for like April Fool's events. It'd just be really funny.
Ooh, absorb projectiles for the first second.
I mean, yeah, that'd be super fair and all.
Yeah.
I also think it's funny how like Doom against the bridge, like I bait out punch and I bait out the Figura like boop, and then by the time I make it to the end of the bridge, he has his punch back. It's a 4-second cooldown. I just think that's super cool.
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, just over the time we've been playing, it's like I have so much want to play Overwatch for some aspects of it. Like again, it's like even playing Juno or like the characters, it's just like every time I actually play, I realize it's like, yeah, that last game was kind of cool, especially towards like the end, being able to pop off.
Yeah.
But it's like the other games were so awful to play, and it's just because it's not even like the enemy being good, it's more the enemy being annoying. Like, what am I supposed to do if I want to play support? But again, they're just like Sombra Soldier or Sombra Farah, you know? And just like, what am I supposed to do as a support there? I don't know on that one, but. And it's like, again, Numbani, it's like fighting Tracer the entire time. And in Rosapi, Reaper isn't like that bad, but it's still annoying. And so, it just gets like really unfun when I'm trying to play something like Cassidy, but I just can't damage tank because he has an invincibility thing and then also a shield. So it's just like, cool, that's really fun. It's like Junkrat, it's like, oh, but I gotta fight through all of Ryan's shield. It's like, ooh, but I also gotta fight Hanzo. To be fair, their Hanzo was not doing too hot. It wasn't like bad.
Yeah, he did some decent
5 and 2 at 6,000. It's like, to be fair, it probably was mostly because of your shield, but I feel like I was peaking pretty frequently, and he just wasn't taking advantage of that. Like, he even was shooting down the angles and seeing me because I was doing the same to him. It just, he wasn't killing me even with like Storm Arrow and stuff, and I'm just like, that's weird. But regardless, it just, the thing that sucks is that so much of Overwatch just truly feels like it is just counter picks, and even if it's not counter picks, it's just your character doesn't work, so you have to swap, and I find that really unfun.
Yeah.
Because, like, say, in a lot of situations, playing something like Cassidy or Soldier is just pretty much my best option always, because I will always find value on those characters. But it's like sometimes, like, I'm playing Soldier and I realize, I'm not doing enough burst, so it's like Cassidy or Sojourn, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like just better. And it's like Junkrat's like, yeah, I can pop off and hold angles, but like in a situation like that, I was even very tempted just to swap something like Genji. Because like I could have decently helped with shield and also distracted, but it's like then there's also a chance I do just get one shot by the Junkrat or the Hanzo and I have to worry about traps more and stuff like that. But it's like if I was playing Cass, that would have been better against literally every single person on their team.
Yeah.
And so it sucks because like, in my opinion, like if I was watching someone playing, I'm like, wow, this Junkrat, you know, isn't like popping off, or it's like, you know, they get a lot more value by playing something like Cass, you know, because they would, I would be getting more. But it's like, I find it stupid that it has to be like that. And like I said, with Li Jiang, it was kind of tough, because like, it's just kind of hopeless. If they're playing things like Sombra, or like Tracer, it's just like, as a support, you're kind of just gonna be the victim.
Yeah.
There's not really much you can do, because Sombra can literally do whatever they want, and it's more on if they play bad, they don't kill you. If you're fighting a Sombra that knows what they're doing, it's literally hack a virus and there's no counterplay.
Yeah.
And it's like same with Tracer. Like if a Tracer just uses cooldowns correctly and gets in positions, you just die. And it's like, again, even on something like Juno, it's like, how am I supposed to fight Ball and Tracer or Doom and Sombra? It's like, literally, what support can I do unless the DPS are popping off?
Just so many things have much more chase than you have escape.
Yeah. And also, I think what's really just bad about it is that so many characters are easier at getting cheap kills instead of like just consistent damage. So it always sucks when you're fighting those kind of characters, like say Widow, or again Sombra or Tracer or things like Doom, because then it's like your stats are just worse because you have more deaths because you had to deal with the stupid bullcrap. When like say if you were fighting against another soldier, you would be able to actually avoid like the sustain and counterplay. But again, it's like those characters are meant to have no counterplay. It's just they're not like always getting value, which is kind of again sucks when your stats are worse because you're just fighting certain people. Because there's just not really anything you can do about it.
Yeah.
And I know you know how that's like on tanks. Because like, you could just play Orisa, and you, for the most part, would have less deaths, more damage and stuff. It's like a lot of times you can't secure the kills.
Yeah, exactly.
And you also don't have like the movement and a lot of like team defensive abilities. So it's like you want to try other things. But then it's like, a lot of times you'll just get cheap deaths if you're trying something like Diva or even like Roadhog because it's just what you're fighting. And so it's just really annoying to fight those things. And it's like even like Orisa, it's like you just fight Zarya, you're just having a worse time than if they were playing Roadhog. And it's like not that you need to play into things you're effective against.
Just playing against stuff you're ineffective against, isn't it?
Yeah, and so it kind of just forces you to swap, and it's just, I really hate the whole cheap deaths mechanic in Overwatch, and it's like so many characters are OP because of it, like Sombra and Tracer.
Yeah.
And it's like that's why characters like Kiri are so good, because they can essentially stop that, as long as they're not the ones being targeted. And even still, they can teleport to cleanse themselves. So, it's just very annoying with stuff like that. Because even like Junkrat I would consider kind of a cheap kill character. Like chances are if you're going up against a Junkrat, you're going to get killed cheaply at least once around. And it's like, that makes sense. And it's like, it's stupid, obviously. But, I don't know. It's just tough because again, a game of like stat battles, if I was playing something like Soldier compared to fighting a Hanzo Junkrat, chances are they would just be getting more kills and more damage from just shooting down alleyways and getting the random cheap kill than I would be able to do on Soldier doing anything because they can just get kills cheaper and stuff. But again, with the proper team and stuff, it's like our team could easily pop off. But it's like there's nothing you can really do alone in Overwatch, and I really despise that. Because like sure you can get the kill every once in a while, like just commit way harder than you have to and then die for it, or just get the occasional kill. But it's like even me getting a really smart cheeky kill in the Hanzo, then it's like okay, but now what did my team do? Everyone's dead. So it just kind of is like useless a lot of the time, and so it just feels really unrewarding. And so it gets unfun when you can't, it's not even like I need steamroll momentum or anything like that. It doesn't feel like you can play a lot of time. And it's not because like something you're doing. It's just the team is lacking super, super hard. Or it's like the enemies are just playing annoying characters. Because again, it's like, those are the fighting like a Doom, and again like, or a Ball, and then like Sombra or Tracer and stuff like that. It's like support's worst nightmare. It's like, you're gonna die just randomly, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Like, if you get hacked and their tank jumps you, lose. And it's not like you can do anything to prevent either of those things. You can try not to be separated, but get this. One's invisible and one can move at max speed. So it's just like, again, it's not, like, if I die to Doom Sombra, there's nothing you could have done to prevent it unless you literally knew it was coming, and you wouldn't know that. And so it's just, it's stupid. And I despise supports because of how certain DPS and things like that. Not to say that, like, supports shouldn't have a weakness. It's just that's why characters like Kiri I hate so much, and so many people hate, because it's like a support with no weakness. So not only when you're playing support, you have to play Kiri, because they help your team get out of bad situations, but you also need it so you can teleport and Susie yourself out of bad situations so you can live. But it just sucks because, like, nobody wants a Kiri in their game, but it's forced to have a Kiri in their game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that it's stupid to have characters like Tracer and Sombra, because again, it's like, even like Genji, I feel like I stand a better chance fighting a Genji on something like Ana than a Tracer or a Sombra.
But Genji's just unfair all the time.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I very much so dislike so many parts about Overwatch. Like, it's so much fun, again, when it's just even teams and it feels like it's just you're making a difference, you're being able to fight. But it's not fun when you constantly just have to worry about essentially fighting 3 different parties.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you got to constantly be Sombra checking. Oh, but there's also a Doom that can stun everyone, or a Ball that can just be rolling around. Oh, but you also have to worry about their backline, then you also have to worry about their main team. So it's just like, why? It's like, oh, you're fighting Ryan Cassidy and like Mercy, but then in the backline you have an Ashe, and then you also have a Kiri that's flanking. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So where do I go?
Yeah.
If you stay too far back, you're just a victim of flank. If you go too far forward, you're going to get stunned and also sniped. And if you try to go into the back line, you're going to get ganked by everyone. So it's just, you're kind of, again, just sitting there relying on your team to break through something. And it's like, again, as you know, especially with like Ball and Tracer and even Sombra, it's like you need your team to be focusing. It just feels like your team doesn't. Like nobody just wants to chase Ball and kill him while there's like a good opportunity because just nobody's paying attention. But again, it's like you can't. You literally, like with Sombra or Tracer, you can kill them alone. Ball, there's literally no chance. You're not just gonna solo a Ball. And if you do, that's because it's must be a super low rank game. Or again, they're already coming at like half health. But if full health Ball charges you in any character, you die.
Yeah, I mean, like, even on tank, he just has 1,000 health.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't want to be headshot, he can't be headshot.
Yeah. But again, the game should be played more of, you know, everyone's moving up the tank. That's what annoys me so much about our DPS as of late, is just it seems like they want to split and go a completely different angle and not play the objective or where you're at.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, why? Like, why is our Pharah going off to a side angle when they know there's Junker Queen, Cass, Soldier? Why are they going over there?
Yeah.
It's like they're not playing smart, they're not just trying to peek an angle. It's like they're literally committing by floating in the air over to the side to where they couldn't get back if they wanted to. And just like, really? That's your mindset going into this? Like, that's crazy. But see, that's what sucks about playing something like, again, like Juno Rana against like the Tracer. It's like, I'm basically always just can be targeted. Like if the Tracer decides, or the Sombra decides, or the Ball, or the Doom, just decide, I'm gonna walk over and fight this person. They win the fight and kill me. And unless my team kills them, or stops them, or someone heals me. But just doesn't happen. And so it's just annoying. And then again, the team just moves randomly. It's like they're just paying attention to like one thing at a time, and I hate that. It's like you have to pay attention to multiple things, like obviously the objective, obviously your team, and the enemy team, and it, you know. But they're just like, oh no, I'll just focus on one person on the enemy team. I'll focus on myself. Some people don't even do that, and then definitely not the objective. The only time our team ever targets the objective is when it's the absolute worst time to target the objective. It's like, okay, we're going into a team fight. Ooh, but what if I flank and try to claim the objective right now? It's like, and they die, and then we die. It's like, ah, darn. If only my team was better, I guess.
True.
It's just,
You can never run characters that have escape abilities, or they use the escape abilities in to get a better flying.
yeah, you gotta fade on the point and just hope that's empty. I just get super, super annoyed at that. Just so much of it, and just, it makes me hate the game so much. It's like it should be fair.
Yeah.
And they make it unfair and unfun because it's just teams. It's like, oh, you want to climb a stadium? You want to climb a rank? You just want to have fun and quick play games? Ooh, well, actually, it just depends. If the enemy team decides, oh, we need to Ball Tracer in quick play, or Sombra Doom in quick play, you know, because, you know, we just really need to do that so we can win our games. I'm pretty sure there's other 2 games we lost, but
That's wild.
yeah, I don't know. I think that's just a coincidence.
What's Ball's win rate again?
Ball's win rate, I feel like, has to be like over 100. I feel like he has to be the easiest and like most overpowered tank in the game, especially because it seems like they're nerfing every other tank but him and Ryan. So I don't know. It's weird how those are also the 2 most chosen tanks in the game. It's weird. But see, it kind of balances out because of how many people lose. Because if you have
Also how they,
all on
nerfed
both sides.
Kiri, where now she doesn't do like 50 damage with 3 times damage. She does like however much with like however much damage. So it actually just makes it easier to do damage with no less damage.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, now you finally have an interesting support being Juno. Well, we're actually gonna just nerf her healing to the ground, and also her damage isn't really good. There's actually no reason to play Juno anymore. So it's like, back to Kiriana,
Yeah.
back to Kiri Mercy, back to Ana Mercy. And that's all you see, Druid.
That's
And,
works.
uh-huh.
That's where you see a Lucio, and that's it. I'm sure if people could run 2 Lucios, they would.
It's actually true, though.
That's why people run Brig.
That is also true. I don't know. It's just annoying. It's like, again, it's like, you just can't know what to expect when hopping on Overwatch. Like, you can be as confident as you want, Or like literally be playing it like you feel like you're worse and you're doing like nothing and you're missing more shots than ever, but then those will be the times you win.
Yeah.
Because it's just the outcome feels so random because it's just your team. And again, unless you're willing, even in quick play, because you have to swap because the enemies will try hard. So it's like if you want to be able to play a character, you have to know that you're gonna have to swap because they're either gonna counter off the bat, you know, just coincidentally, or they're gonna swap to a counter, then you have to swap. Like, if you want to play Widow, ooh, that's too bad. They just really wanted to play Somber Doom this time, so that's a shame. Or, again, they're playing something, you're like, okay, I can actually fight these DPS and supports, and, like, this tank isn't terrible to fight, you know? And it's like, ooh, well, now we have to swap Genji Sombra, or Genji Kiri, and work around it. And then it's like, okay, well, now you're forced to swap, you get 0 value, and even if you were finding some value, it's barely any. So, it's a shame. It's like you have to just be good, but not too good to where you get counter swapped. And so it sucks. It's like how you and me will play, what was it, like D.Va and Genji? And it's like we're just like doing slightly well. It's like, oh, okay, I think we need to whip out 3 beam characters. We need Zarya, Sim, and Mei.
That's my favorite part. When I'm not doing well in D.Va, they need 3 beam characters.
Well, that's, to be fair, that's also just D.Va. Defense Matrix and just survivability stupid. And also it's just Genji existing. I don't know. It just, again, it feels terrible to play. It just, it can be so fun and just like chill, but it's also just like those days or certain matches in a row, or like this where it just alternates, like, oh, playable match where it's like pretty bad, but you at least get to like win, so it feels like, you know? But then it's like, ooh, actually awful, unwinnable match. Your teammates are always going to let you down. They're just going to play the most annoying characters, and you're going to wind up going negative because you can't get kills and supports. To be fair, both the games we lost, I was on support, and you were on tank. And both the games we won, I was on DPS, and you were on tank. But also, when I was on support, we had both support. When I wasn't on support, we had less support. Yeah. But also, when I was on support, we had no DPS. But then when I was on DPS, we were beating the DPS's stats.
And when I was on tank, we got tanked.
Well, didn't you play tank literally all 4 games?
You know it.
It's almost like your input in the game doesn't matter.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when we played Doom Ball and only Doom Ball. Actually, we did have that one run.
Like I said, Doom Ball was the ones we lost, and then we won against a Rhine and a Ramatra.
Again, coincidence.
Yeah.
It's weird how all these coincidences also happen to be the exact things we always talk about.
Yeah, and I'm also playing different characters. I play Junkrat. I'm able to beat Rhine, and then I play Cass
I
into the
also
Ramatra.
played,
I win.
Orion, a Zarya, and Orisa, and I think Roadhog / Junker Queen. Just a coincidence.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like Doom and Ball, and yeah, just don't really have too many like actual counters unless you have a full team willing to speed play. And then still, they have.
Ball, I would say hard counters, not Ball. Roadhog hard counters Ball and Doom, but not all of them.
See, the thing is that while they, in a sense, counter them because you can do something to do like burst damage, you're also playing Roadhog, so you just get killed by every support ability in the game. So it's kind of unlucky. Like, you swapping that to counter is less effective than just any 2 DPS and 2 supports against Roadhog. So, unfortunately, the only time you're finding value is in, like, low ranks. Like, that's why I'm able to do it, is because the people aren't always super coordinated. Like, I like to think my Roadhog's pretty good, and I play pretty well and smart, but it's like, there's nothing you can do if they just play burst. It's just, you always hit. It's the same with Malga. It's literally the exact same issue. Like, when we fight Malgas, you can just solo Malga on Soldier. Same with, like, Roadhog. It just, Roadhog can get, like, the damage reduction a little bit. And so it's like, okay. But it's like, you just can't, you can play them at a low level, but at a high level, unless you also have a team that's insane at keeping you alive and playing, like, Kiri and Ana to basically counter their Kiri Ana, then, you know, just bad. So, they're just kind of like unplayable tanks. And that sucks. DPS wise, I feel like for the most part you can pretty much play any DPS at any rank. It's just, again, I feel like with every role you're just at the mercy of the other roles. Like when I'm playing DPS, it's basically, a lot of times, again, on DPS it's not even really about the, like, I need healing, it's that our tank needs to stay alive, or I need healing. Like, it's like, okay, if our tank's dying or whatever, then it's like, at least try to support me. But it's like, when our supports aren't keeping the tank alive, and I'm getting no health, it's like, what are they doing? Are they just blind and really bad? Are they double pocketing the other DPS for some reason? Or again, are they just terrible at the game? You know, I just can't see what's happening. And like I said, tank is like, I can do as much as I can to make a big difference, but if the team's not moving up and the DPS aren't helping me get the kills against the tank, because believe it or not, it's actually not supposed to be the tanks fight each other with no help.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's just...
One of the tanks gets no help, the other does, and that tank wins.
yeah. So, I don't know. It just sucks. And like I said, it's like, we've definitely had some fun games in Overwatch. It just, a majority of the time, it's just like days like today, where it's just like, all the games are bad, even the ones we win, because it's just unfun. Like, the people we have to fight with their coordination for whatever reason, and then our team just doesn't know what they're doing at all. And just sucks. And it feels really, 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 really bad.
Stacking.
Ew. It's a terrible team.
Oh, okay. None of us are playing tank, though.
Uh-oh. Drives. It starts in 6 days.
Ooh.
That means it starts on a Wednesday. Presumably. Well, actually,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
might
it
start
probably
with-
starts in 7 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But also reset. So that might be weird. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. How long technically is the competitive season? 11 days. But they wouldn't just make it last till the end of the season. That'd be too smart. I don't know. To be fair, I will probably at some point next week, I don't know, we'll see, do placements on Xbox. We can just
I grab beverage.
bet. Okay, as soon as I click that match, Jared's gonna wind up getting kicked.
Now traveling to Paris. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
I think I'll choose Genji for the upwards attack. And then Jared's gonna choose a really bad tank.
내가 해봐. 시가 오토즈래요.
Helping those in need is its own reward.
요시. 요시.
Defense is terrible.
요시.
I hope it'll last.
I move quick. Keep up if you like.
We're destroying everything. Oh, they're taking his time.
Attack commence. Capture objective A.
Stay away from me.
What just happened to that grenade, by the way?
Wait, Kate's not very hot.
I'm on the objective.
You better not have had a game.
We did. You're what? You just look like actually
I
5
got
minutes.
held up. Whatever. there.
Heroes never die.
If this were a balance game, I'd be able to just join you.
Hunting them down.
I hold the objective. Report here now.
Nicely done.
Arigato.
At least you can spectate.
Uh-huh. It'd be such a shame if I couldn't spectate.
Огонь по готовности. Вали
Okay. Yeah, well, I think we're gonna lose this.
I've got the payload moving.
I require healing. My soul burns ever brighter. I am on the
Group up.
incoming. Over here.
Огонь по готовности.
Okay.
I am healed. Over here.
Okay. Our supports don't know how to click a gosh darn button.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what role did I get?
Tank.
I
Okay.
continue on this path.
I think I can afford not to play that game.
Yeah.
I do think it's a little funny that tank should have about half the chance of appearing as either other role, and yet I only ever get tank.
Okay. That was pretty bad overall. I'm hoping they can swap. Since they swap, we stand a chance. Okay. Fortunately, they just have tank. Come on. If that Mercy reses, we can win. Yeah, my game's over. Okay, I'm in the group still, I think. Guess I'll put the supports. I went 13 and 3, 7,000 damage. Not bad. Surprised I had 3 times.
I was gonna say, really got 4 deaths within those 2 sentences.
Yeah. Are you still in here?
Yeah. He's also kind of crazy. I thought it would never happen. I've currently got an ID in my wallet.
Oh, yeah.
And it's mine too.
That's crazy. Hey, you can apply for routers.
It's true. And now I can replace that, what's it? Chuck E. Cheese card. Let's go. Time to not play tank.
True. Time not play sport.
He was just such a bad defense tank.
It's true.
It's time for everyone's favorite time. I click her and said I never swap.
It's true.
Oh, we're in the thick of it now.
I didn't know that, but I guess it actually shows.
Who's what?
Like speed shoes. Like, look, if you look at our cast, when I, he has shoes.
Oh.
I wonder if that's a new thing, because I feel like I never noticed.
Yeah, I could see myself just not noticing, because I'm pretty sure Lucio's does that at least.
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought maybe we had a Lucio on our team. I'm like, no, we have Ana. How's that possible? And then I figured, well, maybe it's just speed now.
Intriguing. I figured it's more of a weird lighting thing, like, than just specifically making their boots green. We
Okay.
love doing that on defense. I missed.
They're flanking.
Point blank too.
Yeah, you are completely alone. I would definitely. Okay, we die.
Hoping you guys can handle Doom.
Reloading.
My spear accuracy goes bonkers sometimes.
Our cast is so dead. They're gonna just get high ground here and destroy us.
Okay, Zarya. This is why I don't play Diva.
Yep.
No bubbles.
Yep. Night.
Night.
I think they might be going in tunnel, maybe not.
They only have one bubble, I think. The tank's one. Unfortunately, I am the only one shooting them.
Uh-oh. Okay, I got so ulted for some reason.
I was technically in it, but
Yeah, but they weren't aiming for you.
there is low. I love how Mercy can just make that Zarya survive infinitely, by the way. You telling me
Yeah.
my spears are crazy?
I'm glad that you're full health and you're in yellow health because you got shot once by Ash.
Yeah. Comes off to the right, I think. Okay, so it doesn't pull Kasuzu. My bad, I guess. That just one. And then shoot me. Oh, never mind. It was the Ash. Sorry, got res. No bubbles. There's one. Clean. How are they missing that many shots on me?
You just have to block them. Okay.
So why does Mercy actually heal 300 second, by the way? Oh,
don't
sorry,
know.
it's actually my shot's not connecting. Maybe not. That's kind of crazy damage.
Haha,
You got
you
fun.
got this even with a topic, haha. Team. Match. Got it.
Don't worry though. Then there's games like that where I play Juno and I go 7-1 most healing in game while also getting damage.
Yeah.
Crazilla works.
You just decided you wanted to heal more per shot.
No, to be fair, maybe it played a part that our DPS were just dying by getting irredeemably slaughtered. Not that our DPS are actually that bad. I think they played kind of bad from time to time though. But for the most part, they got away with it, so it was fine.
You do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I headshot you, flashbang, and shot you, and you were at half, and then you hit me with a grenade, and I was almost dead. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Give me your best Tracer impression.
Oi, Gov, Tracy, Amori, Tracer.
That was pretty good.
Maybe I show you truly how the Orisa goes.
Well, in that case,
Junkrat.
I'm not playing Junkrat.
Junkrat goes hard though.
I'll show you how it's done.
We can mix our ults.
I feel like May probably better against Zarya.
Where's my assistant?
I'm not gonna fight Zarya, dude. Who's gonna tell him?
Who is going to tell him?
I bet we're already fighting Zarya.
Yeah. Me, they counterpick. You just, they happen to play the right character from the start. What is that shot? Ow.
I could use some.
I didn't know it was in critical. Hold on. Okay. I didn't know I was gonna get antied and rocked as a DPS.
Okay. I don't know what our supports are exactly doing. Or DPS, honestly. I don't know why we're just not attacking targets. We're leaving Turret alive, we're leaving Torbjorn alive, we're leaving both supports alive. I'm not targeting Sigma.
Hold on. We're not big fans of healing. Yeah, tough.
We need some supports.
Re-evaluating. Re-engaging.
Please! Okay, well, I guess we're just choosing not to heal. Ooh, let's use Orbit when it's just Juno alive. Yeah, that's smart.
I agree.
I am on the objective, my friends.
Our Zen has 1,000 damage, 2,000 healing. 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
Again, if he kept his orb even on just me. Pharaoh.
Oh, they're swapping 2 flyers. That's weird. Pocket Pharaoh. I really could have known. No anti. Where's behind?
I need help.
There's it. There's one. No sleep. No anti. Okay, yeah.
Bro.
I don't know what this support line of sight is, but
I just play Zen and
I think I'll have to swap his can.
yeah, I'm gonna have to swap Roadhog. I don't know why, look, how are our supports aren't even dying more, they're just doing nothing. That's actually so rough. I guess Roadhog so I can heal and fight Ana. Because obviously our Juno and Lifeweaver and all that, I just don't know how it's so hard. Like again, we're fighting Pharah and a Tracer at times, they still die the least because they're not getting targeted because they're literally sitting so far away from point, not becoming a problem at all. But they're probably duo supports, I would have to imagine. Why are we just letting them claim?
Great question.
Whoa! Please! Okay, well. I forget that hook means team can't fight. Yeah, our team is actually not fighting back at all. Okay.
How do you even get that angle? Okay, yeah, they just double headshot me. That's double body shot even.
Why are we treeing our spawn?
There's it.
OW2 is crazy.
Yeah, that hits me.
Oh my. Yeah.
It was fun fighting Echo on Pharah, Mercy, and Quick Play, but I mean,
Yeah. Again, those are the matches that suck. Like, I can't do anything to help.
Match. Sid, you are lucky my team never tried to stop you.
Yeah, I just love playing Sigma and getting hooked by Roadhog into a pig pen and living because, you know. I love having worthless teammates. Probably the reason I hate playing tank the most is I literally diff every other tank. It just doesn't matter because they have a shield and a whole team. To be fair, I don't know what you were necessarily doing either, but
I was trying to
messing around with
Pharah.
chaos.
But unfortunately, I have to hit them with body shots 3 separate times without them noticing in order to kill Pharmacy.
Well, at least again, we were playing 2 supports that chose not to do anything to help. So, again, just it feels really rewarding playing like a tank like you know, Orisa or Roadhog, not being able to secure any kills because I'm literally receiving no healing and nobody's doing anything to fight. So I don't understand why I have to get shot by the entire enemy team, but my team can't shoot a single enemy. I don't get it. Again, it's like on DPS, I'm securing kills. On supports, I'm keeping everyone alive. On tank, doing the same thing. It just, the difference is my team just does nothing. I can't carry enough because I can't kill everyone when I'm tank. And I can't heal everyone to keep myself alive on support. So just like, cool. Again, it sucks. I just don't know why our DPS couldn't get a single pick and our supports couldn't at least try to keep me alive. Again, I'm playing Roadhog Orisa against Sigma. We should literally have more than double the healing, and we had like even or less. And we also decided to play Juno Lifeweaver after playing Juno Zen. Like, come on. It's so stupid. It's like, how can you be so bad?
Although. Rogers off. Okay.
Sorry.
I think we're outnumbered. They took the robot. Time to make a sound.
Okay, yeah.
They actually didn't want our Mercy to break that. Why'd you say our team is all Salim?
It's a good question. Indy's half.
Hee hee.
We need to take back the robot. We're not done here.
Going here. Enemy spotted.
Team. Move the other way. PLS, use your brain and stop cart.
Their push. Thanks. They're making progress. They got ahead of us. Enemy spotted. Sorry.
You're not getting so ulted?
Enemy here. Going here. So fast.
You know, what is our team doing exactly? Because it kind of seemed like they weren't
pretty good
contesting
question.
card or killing anyone.
Exercise is good for your joints.
That does not build up much charge.
Arigato. The Kitsune, I'm with you. Enemy spotted.
I was on high ground.
Okay.
I would love double mercy. We love that 100% lifesteal, by the way. Literally can't kill the guy.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any supports.
Yeah. Seemed like a bit of a weird time to teleport in.
Let's make it count.
狐の鍵爪を解き放て
Stay card if possible.
How am I supposed to hit that guy?
GGWD. GG. 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 GGQ. GG. Holy hell, GJ. Almost to bed a couple times, that's okay. GGS. Hold it back.
Why'd they say it like us, you know? Not the fact that I went 18-1 with most damage on the team.
For carry.
It's a good thing that Kira didn't have any abilities. That would've been a
They
shame.
rarely do. It's like a 15-second cooldown for TP.
Yeah,
Maybe longer.
true. Yeah, so I guess I'm just
But
not
it
allowed to
isn't
play
true.
tank half the time. Actually, it's kind of like that with every role. I can only play the roles half the time because we have a team that can do anything. And for that game wasn't that bad. I just don't know why our team was ignoring cart and then complaining about us ignoring cart and then still continuing to ignore cart.
Yeah, that's what I find crazy. Even if they did go kart there, it's like, I think it's probably a better idea to stay with the team and say that we need to go kart than to just jump cart.
Yeah, plus I knew that cart was under attack. I just figured our team was dealing with it, but I guess not. And also, I was like completely dominating even with like the mercy and stuff, like when the mercy was on me. But then I guess they just decided to stop doing that, which seemed like a weird decision. But I don't know. But also, I don't know why the team wasn't playing up with us or anything. Like even when the cart was pushed out. I don't know. Whatever. It's weird.
Yeah.
We also lost that Roadhog one because our supports decided to play the just terrible supports, really. Again, and to be fair, also played them terribly. And also we had no DPS. Their DPS and supports gapped us. To be fair, their tank kind of gapped us
That's
too.
not important.
But that's only due to the fact that nobody wanted to kill.
Tentative.
Yeah. When I hook the Sigma, our team should just stand there and do nothing. We should tree our spawn. Just so we don't die at our spawn.
That's actually true.
Yeah, no, our team was just terrible. I don't know why they had... again, it wasn't even priority targeting. It was just using attacks or supports anywhere. It just seemed like such a weird thing. It's like, I guess they were just expecting, including you, just expecting to be like, oh, well, Javen will just kill the Sigma and just ignore the pocketed Pharah and the Sojourn and, what's it? Also just to avoid the
I
Ana.
figured that'd be just a good point to hard target the Pharah.
Yeah, well, I don't think you killed the Pharah once.
It's pretty fair.
But I think, again, our supports could have been trying a little harder. It's like, I do damage, get something to half, but nope, no one else is damaged, then they get healed, and then my team, I guess, is dead. But again, our supports died least out of anyone, at least during the first point. So I just don't understand what they're trying to do. It's not like I was in super bad positions. It's just they were in super bad positions and not trying to help. Again, 3 minutes in, our Zen had like 2,000 healing and 1,000 damage. It's like, how? How are you only doing that much damage on Zen against like a Sigma? But that's how you know they were just bad. And then they swapped Life Weaver and then proceeded to life grip once the entire game. And also still not use any utility, and then our Juno just again orbited only when I was dead. Like literally only when I was dead. And I think it was only once. And then also just not try to, again, like as Juno, I feel like just healing me and then trying to target the Pharah or the Mercy. That's your only job. So again, I don't understand how with you and our Juno, we weren't killing the, to be fair, our Zen was just discording. Wasn't ever shooting them. Just discorded Pharah randomly. Was just expecting the discord to just do damage over time or something. I wasn't exactly sure there.
That'd be a crazy perk.
But yeah, I just don't know why they were not healing. Because again, it's like I'm Orisa. I'm not just dying. Like say you were playing Orisa against Ashe and Zarya, and me and the Ana were keeping you alive just fine. So
Yeah.
yeah, that just goes to show that our supports were terrible. And it sucks to just lose because that, like, there's nothing you can do if you just have thrower supports, especially if your DPS aren't getting picks. Like on tank, what's my choice? Counter Sigma? Doesn't work. Because again, they have Ana, and they have like Pharah and stuff, so it's like my shield breaks faster, and then less defensive options. Like Roadhog was kind of good because I could hook, but I would hook and then no one would follow up. And it's like I could survive a bit longer, but didn't really matter since like we weren't doing any damage anyway. So again, just one of those things to where it's like a tank, you're kind of just existence is existing. That's it. That's all you can do on tank is just sit there and try to either stay alive or do damage. But really, it's just being there. Because again, you're just at the mercy of your team. Like if you don't get healed, you die, and then you're not alive. And if your DPS aren't DPSing, then you die because you're not doing damage. And so it just has nothing to do with your input whatsoever. And I believe that on any tank. I would say the only tank that you could maybe do differently is like Doom, and that's only because he can actually secure a kill by himself.
Yeah.
But like even Junker Queen, you're not doing enough DPS. Same with Ryan, and plus like you're just more vulnerable. But
You're going to have to land the kill combo to close range against a DPS to be able to secure a kill.
yeah, so it just kind of sucks that it's just on DPS. But like say last game we're able to do stuff, and again I'm able to pop off and do the most because it's just like I get to play DPS. It's as simple as do damage, and what's it? Just play point and stuff like that. But no, again, it just kind of sucks that again, you saw, like we even had one support that was kind of doing not great, but it's like we still won because the DPS and you were doing good enough. But it's like, it's just annoying that when I play tank, and again, it's not like I'm playing a bad tank. Like we've seen like we don't need to get into how good I am on tank. Because we've seen plenty of games where I can play even Roadhog and just 30-0. Or get most damage and most healing by a ton. Win or lose, you know? It's like same with playing Zarya or Orisa. You know, I was climbing in competitive as Orisa. Won the drive event and all that. So it's like, I don't know. That's why just, like I said, Overwatch is terrible. Just the team-based aspect, it sucks. Like, it's cool that you get to fight the enemy and that, you know, you have people that are doing their roles, but it kind of sucks when they're just really, really bad at it. Again, it's like, it's just like, why do I have to sit there in those games on, like, Roadhog or anything? If I just know for a fact that the supports are making us lose, the DPS aren't getting picks. It's just like, cool, we lose. And there's nothing I can do because I can't secure a kill. Like, the only way I'm getting a kill on Roadhog is if I somehow, and I mean somehow, hook, like, their Ana or their Mercy, and I kill them before they get any healing. Like, say I hook the Pharah out of the sky from the Pocket Mercy, shoot melee, and then am able to shoot again before the Mercy's able to heal 1 ounce, or the Ana's able to react. It's like, same if I hook the Ana. It's like I have to hit the Ana, hope that the Sigma doesn't rock, or he doesn't throw up a shield, or anyone boops me, or the Ana doesn't have enough time to, like, throw the grenade. You know, but it's like, there's literally, that's like my best chance of just getting free kills is on something like Roadhog. But it's like, I can't. Because literally, 10 healing is enough to stop me from killing anyone. So, they just have to receive 0 healing. So, it just kind of sucks. But again, it's like he just gets his shield every 1 second. To be fair, I felt like I was also kind of lagging a little bit because I was just getting weird hook sound effects, which was just weird, like even just like delayed. But yeah. But again, it just kind of sucks. It's like against Sigma. Sigma is not a hard tank to fight. It's just you basically have to break his shield when he just throws it out randomly, which the enemy was certainly doing that. And then you just have to wait out grasp. It's literally that simple. And then I would hook, or even hook during grasp. Or do some damage, but just, I can't kill a Sigma when he has like a 600 or 700 health, and then he also has a healer, and then I'm just dying. It's like, why in the situation where even like on Orisa, am I doing that much damage to the Sigma because he wasted all of my, or all his abilities, and then I'm in Fortify, and I'm the one losing the fight? It's like, really? But again, it's like, our supports weren't even dying. Our supports died twice in the first round. So it's like, what? What are you doing? It's like, the trace is obviously not an issue if you guys are both surviving, unless you guys are just actually playing in spawn. But it's like, I'm just literally just losing health, and I can't do anything about it. But like I said, I also think our DPS are just kind of not doing damage to anyone. Sigma, the supports, the 2 flyers, and stuff like that, and it's just like, annoying, because like, there's just nothing you can do in tank. Like I said, DPS, at least you can get kills and usually go positive, especially if you play certain ones. But even on DPS, in any role, if your team's going negative and just useless, you're going negative and you're going to wind up being useless. Because it doesn't matter if you're doing damage or even getting the occasional pick, it literally doesn't help at all. You swap Widow and you get 2 picks on point, doesn't matter if your team's bad, they just won't follow up on it, and then you're still going to die randomly. So
Yeah.
even at the end of the day, if in a bad game you go like 10 and 10 on Widow, it's like it didn't matter if you were good or bad, you just lost and it had nothing to do with you. And it's like, again, if you're probably doing more, is like, say, even playing some like Junkrat or Soldier and doing that damage, but against like you need to secure kills, but you also just can't get 5Ks. And it's like on tank, it's like you're not in charge of a team fight at all. Like, your team needs to move up with you for you to find value. It's just, I don't understand. That's one thing I will never understand about support players. It's like, you have to be literally brain dead to not understand that, especially in Overwatch and 5v5 especially, the tank and the point. Only two things you should be focusing on, right? Like, obviously, you shouldn't let your DPS die, and if you can do something about it, good. And obviously, same with your support, you should be trying to keep it alive, like using abilities to keep them alive, sure, right? But 100% of the time, tank and objective, always on your mind at all times. Always. It's like, say something like Mercy, then it's like, okay, you're more focused, or less focused on the objective, like at least playing it, more just, you know, keeping your eye out. And then just damage boosting DPS and keeping the DPS alive, right? And then rezzing people if need be. That's like your job, right? But it's like, it feels like when we have even like Lifeweaver and Zen and stuff, they just throw their orb at a random DPS and then forget they have it. And again, they never use their ultimates. They never like, I just feel like when they play Zen, they never are just going offense. Because again, I know how good Zen can be. He's like super meta and just super strong. Like playing it and just having it on your team. It's like, it just gives you a huge advantage in a team fight, or just, you can get your own kills. I've soloed Dooms as Zen. So just, I don't understand how people are so bad at playing the characters. And it's like, I understand if you're trying to learn a character, but it's like, it feels like people don't learn. It's like, oh, learning means I'm just going to choose a character and know nothing about them and never try to improve. It's like, that's not learning a character then. I don't understand. You should be, I don't know. I don't need to explain how to learn. Maybe to them, but I don't know. It just sucks. Because again, it doesn't matter if it's quick play, competitive, stadium. It's just the same thing every time. It's, if your team's worse, you lose. You can't be the difference, like, ever. Like, it just straight up doesn't matter. And get this, if your team's bad, your stats are worse. It has nothing to do. Like, I can complain about my team, right? Having 0 healing. Like, if my team had a combined healing of 1,000, right? Which has happened before. And then I'm going negative on tank, and I'm saying support points, like, what? Negative tank talk? It's like, what? That's what people are. That's what people are. I just...
Incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, no. And then, like I said, it's like, I go negative on something like Junkrat one game, right? And it's just because they decide to counterpick because I'm the only one doing anything. And then they just target me, right? But, again, you know, people just play characters to buff their own stats, and then they'll be like, complain about other people's stats. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna play Soldier and just shoot tank, right? And then I have a self-heal. And then be like, what? How's my Junkrat getting less damage? Because he can't just do constant sustain even though it doesn't matter. That's crazy. You know? I don't know. It's just annoying. And like I said, I just get really annoyed to Overwatch. Because again, just, I can't play if my team's bad. It's not as simple as like, oh man, you know, I could have done a little bit better and really made the difference. It's like, no, that's just not how it works. If I'm just playing Orisa and I could just triple my damage and fight through all the enemies without dying, cool. But literally the only thing that happens if I play more defensive on Orisa or Roadhog there just not to die, we would literally have not gotten a single % on any of the points. And it's like, that's what sucks. And it's like, again, on like support, it's like if the enemy's just targeting me, like a Tracer or whatever, it is, my choice is either try and heal and just avoid the Tracer and keep my team alive the best I can, or try and fight the Tracer, right? And I personally think it should fall to the DPS to try and stop the Tracer. You know, because you should be paying attention to your supports. And I know when I'm playing like something like Cassidy or something like that, I'm paying attention to flankers, flanking my supports. The only time I'm not is if it's like they're coming back from spawn and they get jumped. It's like I can't really do anything about that. But if you watch my gameplay, it is always just paying attention to everything. It just, you know, just because I'm paying attention doesn't mean I can do everything.
Fair.
So, I don't know. It, like I said, it's just, it's a headache. And it's like people just don't know how to play their roles. DPS players think it's, oh, okay, well, my team can do this, so if I just go over here and do some random damage, then I'm super good at the game. and supports think, oh, I'm DPS, but I also have support things that I can use on myself.
Basically just soldier.
Yeah. And then tanks.
Theory is just better soldier. Burst soldier, if you will.
Tanks a lot of time thinks that they can just run on point and just solo an entire team. Right? But see, the weird part is that the only time that doesn't work is if they literally run and then completely go to the enemy side and out of line of sight. Like, again, even you against the Zarya and the Ashe on Midtown on defense, you got to push up super far and you didn't die for it because you didn't get out of line of sight at least a majority of the time against me and Ana. So get this, that's why you didn't die. It's literally that simple. And again, it's not like you were playing.
Tell me my healers heal me.
Yeah, and it's weird also because like I was using my speed boost thing to let us push at certain times or to get out at certain times, and I was also, when didn't need a heal, I would help you do follow-up damage, and like we could stall to wait out shields and stuff, and it's like then we get to do stuff.
That's wild.
It's just our team. I feel like
to play on point 100% of the time.
I just don't think the team thinks at all. I think they just think like I don't know. I just don't think they do. I think it's like they just think magically, oh, the Roadhog will just hook the Sigma, kill him by himself, and then he can heal himself, and then he'll walk forward, grab the Pharah of this guy, one-shot them, then grab the Mercy of this guy before they can res, kill them, and then it's like, I don't even have to look at him, or look at point.
I mean, all you gotta do is hook shoot Sigma, then hook shoot him again, and hook shoot him again, and then hook shoot the Pharah, then hook shot the Mercy. Easy.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
then I think we can move in.
While also passively healing.
Yeah, before any of them respawn.
Yeah.
Without any supports doing anything against you.
Like Ana.
Yeah,
no.
Ana's like not even a big counter to Roadhog though, so I think you're fine.
Again though, what I find crazy is that even when we fight in Ana and you get anti and stuff, I can still keep you alive because get this, you only have to like hide for like 1 second or use a defense ability for like 1 second. I died to anti
once today, and that was on May when I got antied and then rocked.
Yeah.
Which was pretty fun, by the way.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you did push past me.
Yeah.
And I was already pushed past into their like side of our thing.
Listen, you have range.
That's true. I mean, you do too. I mean, to be fair, our team, I don't think touched the objective on any of the points.
I think they touched it like there. I think their toes were, on our side.
I don't think so. I don't know. It's just, like I said, infuriating. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just truly just mental warfare trying to play Overwatch. Because again, it's like, you can't feel good. Because every time you do good in a game, you could always have done better if your team was better. And then every time you do bad, it's like, you could have in theory played somewhat better, but also it's because your team was bad. So you want to queue in to get a better team, regardless if you win or lost, to have a good game. But then you have a good game and you want to go again and then you get crushed. And then you don't know what to believe. If you're good, if you're bad, is it really just random? But then it's like, then there's just the straight up statistics of it is just random. Like, again, it's like, there's no way that, like, everything is just dead even for me in every competitive season. Like, I just never improve. And I can also go in win streaks and loss streaks and it just doesn't matter. And just, again, it's like, those things are weird. And it's like, the same with quick play, just win streaks, loss streaks, or win one, lose one, win one, lose one. It's just like, why? It just proves nothing. It just proves that it's random. And again, it's like, the worst part is, like, in games like the stadium game modes, it's like, I crush the team so much by either, like, on DPS, or when I'm playing Juno, or on Zarya. It's like, I'm just dying the least and doing literally, like, my entire team's damage sometimes. And it's just like, I lose. And then it's like, what do I even think there? It's like, was it an easy game but my team sucked? Was it just like an even game and I was just carrying that hard? Or what? But it's like, I lose or I win. It's like, I don't even know how to feel. Because it's just like, I don't know. It's just bad. And like I said, there's just never any winning. Because like, there is no really feeling good about Overwatch ever. I feel, because like I said, it's like you go to win and then you want to try and like push momentum and stuff, and then you just get crushed again. But it's like, again, ending on a win doesn't necessarily feel good because you still had all those bad games, and then you only talk about the bad games because that's what was annoying. But it's like, again, was it you playing bad, or was it literally a million of the other factors? And so it's just annoying. And like I said, it's just, what's the point? That's why every while, again, it just gets to do this where we just hop on, do dailies, and then leave. Because it's just not worth playing. Because you realize how worthless it is. But It's just, again, it only gets, again, the same stuff every day.
Every day
It's-
feels the same.
It's just, again, we had a decent Midtown, even though, again, that didn't really feel great, at least for me, just playing Juno. It's like, yeah, I got most healing, I didn't die a lot or anything, but it's like, it didn't feel great. And then
Yeah.
there's even, like, the last game where it's like, I go 18-1 on Junkrat and most damage, but it's like, kind of feels good, but it's also like, we almost lost, still. And it's like, I know I could do more on, like, something like Junkrat and stuff, and just, I don't know. It just gets annoying, where it doesn't feel good to win or lose, especially because, like, yeah, I got to do that good on Junkrat, but then I also did bad on Junkrat yesterday, but it's like, was it really me playing differently? Was it me just getting lucky? Or was it just random? And it's like, again, just not knowing or being able to, know anything just kind of sucks. Because, like, that's one thing that's very confusing when trying to get better at Overwatch, like, for anyone, is, like, you have no idea if you are the problem. Because there is games that are just terrible and you're going to go negative, and then there's games where you're going to get top of the leaderboard just because how you were playing. But it's like, what are you doing wrong or right? Because if you're playing the same way and it's just, you're winning some and you're losing some, you have literally no idea what to think. Because is it when you're winning some, it's because you're good, and then when you're losing some, it's just your team, or is it you're playing bad all the time and you're only winning because your team's really good? But it's like, do you just look at stats to figure if you're the problem or not? Do you watch the replays to see how much you're really contributing? But it's like...
That's comparing what you did to what you think you should have done. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's not perfect either.
It's really not. And like I said, like, you could argue there's so many factors when playing different characters, because, like, you could say Soldier should always be on high ground, but then it's like, you also just wind up ignoring the objective. But then it's also like, oh, Soldier should target, like, the DPS and supports all the time, but then it's like, a lot of times you're just ignoring the tank when you should have been fighting tank. And like I said, it's not playing the objective because you're so focused on just being on high ground. And so, again, it's just, you never know if you're the problem. I would just say, in a lot of these cases, if not every case, it's always just me doing better, and I'm legitimately never the problem. But, you know, to be fair, in some games like that Roadhog, I just don't think there was anything I could have done. It literally just would have required our DPS to do better, and our supports to try a little bit, like 1% maybe. But, I don't know. It's just crazy. Because the fact that I can get healing and damage even on like something like Juno, it just like, it really shows that it is that simple. It's just, the only reason you're bad on support and you're dying and people are blaming you is simply because you're not playing support. Again, you should basically just have constant uptime on your stuff, either offense or like healing, like always. Unless like, you know, a team kill. But it's like, you can pretty much always be doing something on support. It's like on tank a lot of time, you just have to poke and wait for opportunities. And on DPS a lot of times, you're just waiting for effective ranges. Or again, just stalling. But on supports, either damage or healing all the time. Literally 100% uptime. So I just don't understand how healers always have just terrible numbers, especially on our team. Like, how do you have like 500 damage and then 4,000 healing in like a 10-minute game? It's like, literally, what have you been doing to have that little uptime on anything? I don't know. Truly, it's a mystery. But I don't know. But to be fair, they do win games because they queue with us, and then they win those games. Again, it's such a flawed system. Truly.
Crazy.
Because again, if even like perfect examples ranked, how they'll put you with the worst teammates to see if you're the one making the difference. Although that's kind of impossible if you just have worse teammates for you to make the difference. But even if for some reason you do win, then you're quite literally just boosting the rank of the worst teammates who don't deserve to be climbing. So, and that's what's even worse about like something like dueling. Like, I'm sure when we do the drive event and we're dueling, we're gonna wind up winning games that we really shouldn't have, just because you and me like completely destroy our team stats. But it's like, then we're just letting our team climb like that. And again, it's such a stupid system. That's why team like elo just never makes sense to me. Like, the only way that it's skilled or more so like accurate for you is if you're playing with a team. Like, say if you're playing with a duo or like a trio, then your rank's a lot more like, you know, where you should be. But also chances are you're just gonna climb.
5 stacks, then it's gonna be accurate.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's just a mess.
Game, you can really only measure skill with a team against a team.
Yeah, not to say you can't like get super high rank and like solo queue and stuff like that, because you can like get better and make a difference. But again, majority of the time, just hoping that you're winning more than you're losing. Like, there's just unwinnable games.
If you're a diamond player, you're not gonna be winning every plot game.
Yeah, and so you're just gonna get stuck in flat. So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's kind of bad, but also it's just
This is where just duration comes in. Because if you're a diamond player, and you're winning and losing about half, that's like, if you're winning 51% of games, you're gonna climb in about a year.
Yeah, that's what I hate though about like say like the stadium and stuff. It's like they just give me games where I lose 7 in a row, even though I'm completely like top cash and doing everything more than my team every single time. So it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like again, it's just that's unfair. Like again, I don't understand why they do that. I personally feel that each match should be, get this, even. And then if I'm winning because I'm making the difference, then it should be that.
That's matchmaking in my Overwatch game.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I feel like, again, if it's equal playing fields and I'm playing better, then we should win, right? But again, I can't account for my teammates being bad. And even if my teammates just are bad, it's like, I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid. And like I said, like we get games like the last one. Like again, I wouldn't even say our support was bad, but like their stats weren't really good, and they even said that they got carried, right? But again, I don't really think they did. But for the sake of the argument, that it's like just because you and me were there, but then also our other support and the Genji were actually like keeping up with us, then it's like our other support got to do like literally nothing, and it didn't matter because we were just good. So that goes to show again that we can even have bad teammates if we also have good teammates. Like we can have one bad support or DPS if our 2 supports are both like crushing it along with us, and then it's like we can completely dominate. But that's just not how it works. And like any of the queues, just like, I don't know. That's what I hate about it so much, that again, it falls down to your teammates regardless. Like if you win, even if you did really well or, kept up with your team or did slightly worse, at least stat wise, it's like, that's only because you had a good team. And if you have a bad team, it just doesn't matter. Like you're just going to get steamrolled. But like I said, there's so many factors. And like I said, I like to go back to the point of like in competitive me fighting that Reinhardt and like the Orisa, where the Orisa wanted to mirror me, and they even pointed out that my supports were worse, so I lost, and so it wasn't really fun. And that the enemy team was dogging on that Reinhardt 2 games in a row, and I won 2 games in a row, but it wasn't even his fault because he wasn't playing bad. It's because he wasn't getting the support or the DPS he needed. So just like, it sucks because like that tank didn't deserve to lose those games. I felt like he was at that good elo or be able to like deserve to climb, but their supports definitely didn't deserve to. But it's like, why is the Rhine being dragged down because of the bad supports 2 games in a row? And like I said, why do I get drugged down by my team so many games in a row in like Stadium and stuff like that? Just, I don't know. It's just annoying, but it's hard not to take it seriously because, it's a competitive game and you always feel like you're the one who can do it. It's like same with Brawlhalla. It just, with Brawlhalla, it's a bit different because the reason we lose is because of lag. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's like I just hate having an excuse for everything, but again, it's true. Like in Brawlhalla, if we didn't have to worry about the shadow hits that quite literally just put it at a massive disadvantage, then chances are we'd be kind of popping off.
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of impossible to improve with it because how are you supposed to do things like true combos and reads and even dodges when it doesn't work?
Shadow hits, I think we could manage, but it's the fact that the shadow hits and just delay. Like, again, we know how to like orb sidelight Sair. It's just sidelight and then Sair. It just doesn't work. So it's like that is what makes true combos impossible. The fact that true combos are impossible.
As well as, like I said, a lot of it's like a weird like perfect timing thing. Because it's not just like inputting inputs. A lot of times it's like you have to press A at the like right like 10 frame window to get the jump to go faster than if you were just pressing it and like it logging the buttons, Yeah. Because like with blasters, it's not just like down light and then like jump side air, for example. It's like down light and then you have to wait until like the 3rd blast hits and then jump to it, and it's like it just activates faster than you inputting it a second earlier, even though it's doing it as fast as it can. But it's like a weird animation cancel pretty much, but it's like you have to perfectly time it, but it's like that's really hard to do even in the training room. But then it's like in an actual game when you're worrying about the lag and shadow hits, it's like nothing you can do. Like I said, Overwatch we definitely get lag too, which plays a part. I just feel like it's less of a part a lot of the time. Obviously sometimes it's like I'm only not getting kills or doing damage because of it, and so a lot of times I'm only dying because of it. But I feel like even if I was running at a perfect setup, I could definitely win more games and definitely have better stats. Probably just gotta play certain characters, but also it's still teams. You know, I've seen plenty of streamers get drugged down just by their teammates too, and it's tough. But it's also hard because, you know, anytime they get clips or like their videos on YouTube, it's always them winning and it's always them being at a high rank. So it's like you don't really get to see it down. So a lot of times you just assume that they're kind of perfect at the game, or that they're just getting lucky a lot of time, but they're also getting unlucky. But I know, it just sucks. It's annoying. But it's like I don't want to play as much Overwatch. It's just when I play an hour of Overwatch, I want to have fun for that hour, you know, not just be annoyed. And it's like even when I'm winning or even when I'm getting good stats, it's like it's still just annoying. But regardless, we're out of here.